Sheila, what the fuck? I love me some anti-science people. Anti-vaxxers.
We are live, by the way, guys. So those are kind of watching the intro screen here. We are live, but we're just waiting for one of our players here.
Hello, my name is Siren, and I like long walks on the beach, dolphins, and unicorn fairy pixie dust.
There we go. And we have to work on the cameras because those people have cameras. And Puma, thank you very much for that. Subscribe. I don't have any little notifications going on and stuff like that. This is the most interesting start. This is an interesting start.
For you, what kind of alert would we like? Happy to Mishop's channel. Why are you on my live now list? I would like to work on us, please.
So yeah, we're just waiting for a Rabbit. He's working with some computer issues, and well, we're one guy short for our second to last chapter, and we'll be taking a bit of a break between books. But yes, we are on our second to last chapter. We have a delay, so we're gonna just chat with chat. There we go. We're going to have a great chat session with chat. This is something new. Sheila Bobby is with us, but if I reveal, dun dun dun, she is half with us and half not right now. Ooh.
Oh.
Wait.
I think half of Sheila is better than no Sheila.
Wait, did I hear another voice?
Oh my god, guess who's here?
Is it a rabbit? Is that a rabbit? Shh, be very, very quiet. All right, that means we've got people. There we go. And Rabbit's where Sheila is, and Sheila is where Rabbit is. This is awesome! Everybody is awesome. Oops. What did I just do? What did that do? Why did I do that? What happened? Whoops. Why did that happen?
Break. Stop breaking stuff.
I broke stuff. Why is it doing that? Oh, I see what I did. That's the name taggy. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's not Sheila Bobby there, to your surprise. No, that is actually Rabbit. We're going to try and do some...
Sheila, you look, you did your hair different. Did you change your hair?
All right, I'm trying to find my images now. I wish I had some color-coded wind, JPEG. Doot. There we go. So now, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, we are now breaking the fourth wall. I'm sorry, guys. Wait, did I just... Yeah, I just did that, guys. I almost put that back in. Look at that. Now it looks like it was meant to be that way, right, guys? So how is everyone doing today? We are going into our awesome chapter. Also, I want to let my players know this. You may notice that you've all got inspiration. Some of you might have a bonus inspiration.
I love inspiration.
But
it's how to fuck shit up.
This particular game, I was designing it so you guys can have up to 2 inspiration slots. Now, I'm not trying to say that maybe you might need them, but we're going to start games with 1 inspiration free.
Get fucked tonight. That's what he's
saying. And the other inspiration you can earn, so you can actually have 2. The second inspiration will disappear at the end of the session, mind you, but the first inspiration will always be there. As once per game session, you will get an inspiration to give you a little bit of a hand as we start going into some rougher territory for the game.
If I don't use that inspiration today, does that mean I have 2 next week?
No, it does not carry across, unfortunately.
See,
No,
I have one question about that, because last week I got inspiration as the game ended.
Yeah, so apparently there was a rollback on the server.
I see.
But no. I think you know what? Because and then you know what? Derp, and derp. There we go. Everyone's got 2 now because everyone had a good. There we go. So you got 2 now. And I've lost my screens. OBS. There we go. Alrighty. Now I gotta fix Rabbit. This is the type of stuff we usually do off the side there. So as I was saying, this is our second to last chapter. The game, our first book, is going to be coming to a close. We will be taking a bit of a break. Siren's going to be finishing school elements of funness. And, oops, I'm trying to press the right button here to... Why am I not doing that? Why am I... There. Nope. 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 Why? Alt button. Why are you not wanting to do my alt? Why alt? Alt is supposed to do... That's what my alt is supposed to do. OBS 101. For those guys that really wanted to know... Oh my god, Rabbit. Your head is huge. We must fix that. You're looking very crisp, actually. You're coming through kind of crisp right now. And shiny. New camera? No?
No, new processor and motherboard, so everything setting itself up.
Oh, I see. And you decided to do that just before we stream. I see. No, it's all good. That's cool to hear, though.
Remembered to re-download Fantasy Grounds.
That is very...
oh, no, all the hard drives stayed the same. So.
Oh, it's just it's just an upgrade for that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Yeah, but I still, when I upgraded my mother drive and processor, I just reloaded.
So, thankfully, Rabbit, your character had been updated, and both Kavina and Lily are now 6th level. For those that are checking, man, thankfully I only gamed with Mishlaf when it was pen and paper. What? Thankfully, I only gamed with Mishlaf when it was pencil and paper. Who is Regalathus, who used to always... I only gamed with Mishlaf when it was pen and paper. I need to know now. This is somebody from my past that is watching. If we'd had computers, we'd have been doomed. That is kind of cool. So that is somebody from maybe, I don't want to say how far back, because he may not want me, or she may not want me to say that. But welcome.
You're old as fuck. They didn't even have paper when you started DMing. You guys were like etching it on stone or putting it into leather.
Antonio would have been... Antonio! I know who you are. I will keep your name secret. But we were doing a vampire game, and he was in for a one-shot character, and he decided as a joke he'd name him Antonio Banderas. And his character became something he loved, and he stuck, so he had a cool vampire character named Antonio Banderas. But, wow, I'm glad to see you. Thank you very much. But, oh, that's kind of cool. So, anyways, for those people that are just coming in, the other chapters, the earlier chapters, are all on YouTube, up to Chapter 10. And this is Chapter 11, second to last in the first book. It's very hard to do a recap right now, but last session we had them raiding a hobgoblin camp, taking one of these individuals, and the sci-fi spaceship element of this fantasy game has not really been seen at all yet until the one officer that was taken down actually had a rifle on him. We did find a pistol, and the little stuff did happen earlier on when they first came in contact. But like again, we go back and check out the episodes. During the off time between books, I shall be streaming all episodes again as a marathon during the day from Saturday up, like basically all day Saturday and Sunday maybe, or the 2 Saturdays, whatever it might be. I will be restreaming them as reruns as well. So that being said, they are 6th level characters now. That the little raccoon, if he does come out into combat now, is actually a very interesting combat individual. You guys effectively left the camp and started to climb higher into the mountains as several hundreds, maybe, we're not too sure the real numbers, of hobgoblin were coming back to the said camp that was going on. And we ended up taking one of these people captive. Wind, your character still has those wounds on his body. He still has like 20 some odd wounds on him from previous battle. So that has not been healed yet. There is a chance to take a rest, but currently you're still moving, but you could take a 15-20. You could basically burn some of the dice on a break if you wanted to. If you wanted to burn dice, or if you want to burn spells, Kavina, you could do some healing on him. It depends on what you guys want to do. There is enough time to spend 15-20 minutes to regain your breath and basically burn some hit dice if you want to gain some hit points back, Rabbit. Your character, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Rabbit, if you want heals, I can give you one.
But any healing you do will take off of your daily spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the days.
At this point, we should get my bow, get our prisoner, and get away from the base because other people are approaching the base.
Right.
Correct. Yes. And
I don't have like a whole lot of spells. Most of my spells I want to use for healing anyway. So.
by the way, I'm going to be dropping money that was just grabbed from pouches into you. Your characters will notice that there was a shitload of diamond pieces, those little light pieces of diamond material that are worth a lot, and they were mostly on the money bags off of the officer that you basically took down, and on one of the bags of your prisoner.
Mosaics.
But you could. They'd be expensive. But basically, you also got the helmet that was the samurai-influenced helmet that the Oni, like, you know, the demon face that you usually see on a samurai helmet. It's literally gone back into the helmet. It does need attunement if you wish to use and find out what the helmet is. There is the Odachi, which is a claw weapon, which means the blade ejects and retracts back into its hilt. And also there are 6 potions of greater healing that were basically the quick loot, besides the rifle, which has a red crystal in it, which does fire-based attacks. All of that is in the party sheets, in the section of the party sheet, as well as the leftover pieces for the beer fund, which you can see that if Buddha was still with us, there's those extra points right there. But yeah.
Did you want some heals?
The potions themselves are like 4x4. They're big deal heals that are in that you picked up off the guy's body, and the other person is being carried by Alphonse. Oh, I think the cat actually wants in, guys. The cat's moment. Hold on a second, everybody.
I think I'll just wait until we do a short rest so we can save your spell slots.
Okay, I have lots of them.
From what I understand, we might need them.
Okay.
You sound like a cat, but no cat. I don't know what happened. There'll be no cat here.
You just saw a squirrel in.
Name it Kevin and feed it cereal. That's what we feed our squirrels.
I have crows, remember. I've actually got that family of crows. It's now 2nd generation coming here now.
We have a squirrel. He enjoys french fries and cereal. Also, guys, snack time tonight. I'm having my unicorn cereal. I got the unicorn cereal.
What?
Tastes like cupcakes.
Does it contain sugar? Sorry.
Yeah.
With a name like that and tastes like cupcakes.
It literally just has a giant unicorn on the package.
You know, unicorns are also used to advertise certain pooping materials as well, you know. Or VI poo. Ding. All right, so. And I want to say hi to everybody in chat. Hello there. There's a lot of people showing up. That's awesome to see. You guys, Dead Eyes, Resi, 80 Hazard, Puma, Vitrabbit, Regalith, Gus, my friend here. I gotcha. And Lugnut, everyone popping in. But I will be focusing in on this. You guys are able to continue. The prisoner is still out cold on the back of Dog, or Alphonse as he's been renamed.
I did want to take her belt of poison darts.
Yep. There is a belt. They're basically a bunch of darts, and they seem to be covered in poison. If you don't have the poisoner's kit or skill, you just got to be careful with it, because you could poison and kill yourself. Just gonna
Don't
put it out
touch
there.
the pointy parts.
Yeah. All right, you know. And if you get something on your fur, don't instinctively lick it off. All right, so. Or we
Jesus.
Reg as Reggie or some nonsense. Cool. Alrighty, so you are able to move. She does seem to be coming to, and Kavina, by the way, in this last combat, was studying more and more with the hobgoblin, like basically going on. And every time they were saying stuff, she was kind of quietly mouthing in that as she started to pick up the goblin tongue, as she's now dedicated an extra enemy onto her ranger list as hobgoblins and goblins. So, conveniently enough, because it does state something that makes sense to the game, and well, you guys have been encountering them, and you're in the mountains, so.
And after episode 10, we'll never see them again.
Who knows? That just, you know.
Uselessness.
I was told there would be tentacle monsters in my future.
Yeah.
Would I have been able to recover my one arrow?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm sorry. All the chaos that went on, the explosions, the death of the ferret familiar moment.
Your poor one arrow.
My arrow was nowhere near her familiar.
Do you need an arrow?
No, I'm good. I have 30
Lots.
for all the time.
She's got the quiver of Alona now, okay? She's got everything you could want now. She's your supplier. Yo, you need arrows? I'll hook you up. I got my arrows.
I used a lot this last game, and it's like making me really nervous that all of these are like checked. But I also have to remember that I have like 60 more in my bag, so I'm good. I'm good. I need those, and y'all doubted me for buying them.
So
I thought it was a bit extreme, but you know, I could be
You never
wrong.
know. You never know. You never know. We could run into like 200 enemies.
you sound way different through headphones. Cool. Well, by the way, a quick nod to you and your family out there. Good to see you in chat. Thank you very much for popping in. Do make me kind of smile knowing you're there. That's cool. We'll chat more in the real world.
Unconscious again. She said she was coming too.
Yeah, she is coming too, but you know, she's not doing anything. She's not struggling. She's kind of accepting what's going on.
She's also blindfolded.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Because I saw what she was doing with them shadows. Cool.
So you're able to clear a good distance. You can kind of stop and take a breather here. The bard himself can offer some healing, if need be, as well. That he will make that comment. But he also is kind of versed in the regular stuff too, like the first aid and stuff. But you know,
can he assist me with my hit dice then?
Oh yes, he's got a song for that. me. All right, so he can. Yeah, he can. Where's the NPCs?
So you want the bard's words, but not my words? Get it? Get it?
I want your words when it's important.
It's fine.
I will take your healing spell if it's that important. I like your words better than his. I'm still getting ready to kill the bard, so you know.
Thank you. Song of Rest. So if you're going to burn it, you get an extra die 6. So if you're going to do that, you get the die 6 going on top of what you heal. So you can add that to reducing your thing. Only the once though. I do believe you only get the die 6 once. There we go. Wow. Hey. You're just going through them like candy. No.
All right.
Alrighty. But as you guys make it to cover, the winds are picking up. Remember how your visibility was being cut? Well, the visibility with snow and winds is being cut to literally about 120 feet visual before you're getting penalties now, no matter what type of ranges you may have. With the setting sun, you can all see at night, but because of the blizzard conditions, your night vision is actually going to be reduced because of the blizzard-like winds that are picking up on the mountainside. All of you guys lucked out and seem to have items that can protect you from the extreme colds, including if you decide to dress in your tiger-like form, butt naked almost. For those that are just tuning in, he is a tabaxi, which is a cat-like race, which are not native to this world. I mean, this land. And he is a white tiger, so he actually is getting a bonus to sneak around in his underwear. Well,
doesn't he have my warming ring? He just needs that.
Yep.
Yeah, literally, I walk around with a ring in my underwear and
Yeah.
a little pouch.
and the backpack. Alphonsus, don't worry, I will carry your backpack for you, sir. I will carry everyone's backpack. I do not get in. Do not suffer from exhaustion or encumbrance rules. Whoops, did I say that out loud? No. Fourth wall, sorry. All right, but no, I can carry all your gear for you. And for those that don't know, Alphonse is a special kind of warforged, which again are not native.
Saying something worthwhile-ish would be a thing Alphonse would do, though.
The Odachi to Alphonse.
He could use it.
One of us who can use it.
He does tell you that compared to most two-handed weapons, it is quite a finesse-like weapon.
That'd be great, except I can't use two-handers.
It's killing Vit Rabbit as a player because he loves this thing. It is an Odachi, which actually has a 10-foot reach for a two-handed weapon. It's the equivalent of a halberd almost, but it's a two-handed sword.
That's not the one that had the crystals or anything. Right?
No, this one does not have crystals, but it does have the same magic quality where the blade disappears into the handle and then pops out on that. But yeah. But Alrighty. We're going to kind of cut for a moment as again you see an individual. This is the cutscene again, guys. You guys finally make it to cover. The camera just kind of pans up into the winds and the cold Arctic air. And then next thing you know, you just see that giant vaulted ceiling. It's like a cathedral, a Renaissance-style cathedral vaulting, but mixed with Giger's love, as those giant vaulted ceilings are like bone and tusk kind of curving up to create these giant cathedral-like halls. As the individual that is standing in his black uniform with a silver piping around the edges, little skull motifs on his little cuffs, his hair long and white, and his skin is that black of the night sky with a mother-of-pearl sheen that just seems to be all over his skin, and his eyes glow a solid violet as he's looking out at the stars. And one of those ugly creatures that have drooping ears, a hooked green nose, a sickly green color to its skin. You can see the veins under its skin like a black veiny skin, and its eyes are like a sickly yellow animal's eyes. And its mouth and neck seem to be, like the neck is as wide as its mouth, so it looks like it could probably swallow a baby whole, is the type of mouth this thing's got. It's dressed in a somewhat nicer, it is dressed in a uniform which looks out of place on its body. Its arms are very orangutan-like in build, and even though it's got a very pot belly to it, it almost looks like a little troll-like creature that's about 6 feet tall, hunched, so it could be taller if it didn't, is coming back with reports. And the guy's just standing there casually, just looking out at the stars, and this creature kind of crawls up and he goes, my lord, the Khanate, their ships have arrived. And at this point, the individual kind of just smiles on his face. The Khanate is here? And at this point, he kind of looks over. Has the lady been informed about the bounties we are offering? Yes, I did get a hold of the lady, and she has sent the bounties out, and many of her chosen are now on the council's world, and they are looking for your prize, my lord. At that point, the guy kind of pauses, kind of just starts studying his fingers a little bit, and he kind of goes, well, if the Khanate are in here, open up a channel to the council. We should let them know that one of their worlds is under threat, and we happen to be in the area, and we would gladly go down to planet's surface to help out, to protect it from the Khanate. At that point, the thing pauses. Ah, yes. And then he goes, and also get some of my troops ready. If we get to go down there, we'll get this and get it done with, because this is wasting way too much time. Go. And he pauses. Yes. And the individuals kind of just pause. The admiral kind of just pauses, smiles to himself, looks down as you see the semi-curve and white clouds on the blue type of top. As you realize it's not a night sky he's looking out in, he's actually looking down from orbit above the world below. And we cut back to you guys. Hobgoblins, reconnaissance from where you're hiding. They've gone back to the camp. They've found the destruction. It was hard to gauge how many hobgoblins were there, but there have been several 5 person squads have gone searching for you guys. And there's also wolves and dire wolves that are under their training that are trying to sniff out your scent. Kavina, I need a survival check for you to hopefully hide everyone's scent as you guys have been healing and that. Your prisoner is blindfolded and tied, but she's no longer unconscious.
Can she not pass without a trace?
I would say,
She
can
yep.
Pass Without a Trace do that?
Yep, you can do that. If you still got that, that will help.
I have this. Concentration up to an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Second level. Okay.
Yep. So if it's concentration, basically you've cast it as you've been moving, type of thing, and you're still moving. The rod is still pointing, and sadly, it's pointing higher up at the mountains. You're looking like you're going to go deeper. Well, not really, well, deeper into the mountain range, but also the rod is pointing up at an angle now as you're getting closer into the mountains, as you're trying to divine where you're going, like a dividing rod kind of thing, almost just like tilting more up that way the rod is now. The bard wants to know if we're going. Harold, the bard, wants to know if we're going to be making camp. Facewilla suggests we should just continue pushing.
This time.
Pardon?
Hello, Harold. We didn't forget you this time.
Oh no, the GM's keeping track of this entourage of individuals we have with us now.
Like you know, Harold, you're one of us.
So basically, Facewilla suggests we should continue to push on. Harold's suggesting that we should maybe make a camp. What's the rest of you? Alphonse will do whatever everyone else is doing. Ding.
Well, I think we're all good on the spells and stuff, yeah?
I say go a little farther, just a little bit, till we're out of range and stuff of the people looking for us.
Gotcha.
And then do a rest for the night.
Mm-hmm. What about your prisoner?
Okay with that, Rabbit?
I'm good with that.
What about your prisoner? Are you going to do anything with her? Talk to her? Anything?
Not until we are we at the point where we're going to camp then?
Okay, not until we get to the camp spot. She is awake, but she's not resisting at this point. You've taken all her weapons. She is bound, tied, and blindfolded. But she's not really said anything. But it's clear that she is awake, but she's not doing anything. Sorry? I missed that.
We have to leave her blindfolded? That's kind of scary and sad. I would be scared if I was blindfolded.
She might be able to move to shadows by just seeing them.
Learn that?
Callie, kinky.
I can't.
Oh.
I might. I don't know. I don't have enough information.
So, with you casting with the Pass Without Trace, you are able to leave them behind, as you are able to find a spot that is the rolling hills have become more steep, and now you're getting to the point where you're literally getting cliff face moments where you've got chunks of stone and snow that you could only really ride with a Skyrim horse at this point in time now, or you're going to actually have to physically climb, as you're starting to get like cliff edges and chunks of rock that have collapsed in areas and been covered over, as the nice rolling hills are now becoming more jagged chunks of stone and rock as you're getting more into a mountainous type of terrain.
I feel like a Skyrim horse is never the answer.
It's too bad that I can't carry everyone.
It's like, what? This is not a problem. Come on, guys. It's like,
We all got climbing gear, so...
Oh, the hills alive with the sound of music. And if you haven't found the GIF, there's a beautiful GIF where someone's put Mac 10s in her hand as she's spinning around, just shooting. It's beautiful. All right, so there is a lot of rocks. There's a lot of nice places to hide. There is an old bear cave, but thankfully, there's no sign that any type of animal's been in there for a while.
And we can do this without rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Been here in a while.
Yeah, exactly. It's just,
I think we should check out the cave. We only have to watch one direction.
Yep. To do a confirmation, survival checks can be done to confirm the area is secure. But at first glance, there's no obvious sign that something like the cave is like over, like the snow's drifted in there. There's no sign of paw prints or anything that's been in this cave.
I'm actually
I
aware of...
believe Sheila has advantage on this roll.
Yeah.
Really?
You have advantage. Don't forget to tick on advantage.
I could do it. I'm here. Okay. There we go.
Bang! Yep. Yeah, nothing's been in this cave. It was a bear cave. The owner of the cave, its bones might be in here or something, but it looks like they're, it looks like a kind of a safe spot to be. Alphonse just pauses. Shall I make a tent?
Shall he?
He's putting the woman down now, looks over to Wind.
Yes, make a tent.
All right, which one of you has the materials for a tent?
I assumed you did since you kept asking us if we wanted a tent.
No, of course not. You found me. You know I had absolutely nothing except for these items you've given me. And did you say you wanted to give me this weapon, sir?
I think you're the only person who can use it.
He does tell you, this is where he tells you that this type of weapon is called a claw, which is common to might be common to certain people that have claws.
Like
Hence, and he kind of holds up the little double-handed kind of Asian-style hilt, which has the little square top without its blade. But basically, like a claw, he pops the blade, schnick, and then schnick, the blade pops. These type of weapons are known as claws, and they're made by a unique individual type people that could be somewhat similar to cats. He's doing a real bad job of just, not trying to say it's a tabaxi.
You're doing a great job there. You can just call them tabaxi.
All right, yes, it's a tabaxi weapon called a claw. Ding! They make a lot of different type of claw weapons as well, including climbing claws. For those that aren't tabaxi, because they don't need them.
That's so nice of us.
Oh, stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
At this point, Harold's a little confused, but he just continues to put the campfire together, as he's about the only person now that doesn't really see at night.
Do we really want a fire in this small cave?
Well, no one's gonna see it in the cave.
Unless you...
It might keep us warm, he says to the entire group that's not feeling the cold.
Unless you can make a fire that's stealthily and doesn't show outside the cave, you shouldn't be making the fire.
That is a survival role, by the way. There is a style that you can build a campfire.
I believe Kavina should be building this stealthy fire.
Okay.
I gathered wood, and he did. He's gathered wood that's somewhat damp, too.
What am I rolling? Survival?
Yep, survival, and you have advantage. You can build basically a hooded fire, or basically stones that are around it that will block the side view of the light. Sadly, it'll still have a vertical, but because you're in a cave, it's not broadcasting light out of the cave as much, is the big thing that you want.
Can we just block the entrance of the cave?
That would take a lot of work, but you could make a snow fort. You could put like a big snow wall up if you wanted to.
Right, while Siren is doing that, I'm going to...
The look on her face. It's going to start with like a snow wall, and then there's a snowman guard that she's made, and all this kind of... Yeah, we know.
Going to have turrets by the end of the night.
You make a White Walker army.
The snow. By the way, this snow is perfect for snowmaking, like for snowmen and all that. It's like a slightly damp type of snow. So it is packing snow.
Snow wall fort.
No problem.
But it's inside the cave, so you can't see from outside that there's
Yep.
a snow wall fort.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
So
not-
now your prisoner that you have, that just seems to sit there, just not looking at you guys, because she's blindfolded.
She's blindfolded.
Exactly.
Clearly she's
Oh, I'm taking her to the back of the cave and having a little chat.
Okay.
Oh, is that what they call it these days?
Yes.
Hey.
You know what happens last time I had a chat with the character in the game? Just saying.
He stole stuff from you.
Stole my rod.
All right.
So the back of the cave is pretty well lit, right?
Nope. It's a cave. It is full of dark shadows, crevices, and hiding holes.
I'm going to light a few torches.
All right, torches have this great effect that they cannot fully illuminate an environment, but they can cause existing shadows to get deeper, thicker, and more of them.
Do you want my lantern instead?
I have 10 torches. I'm pretty sure I can make a small part of the cave perfectly lit.
So as we create this sauna, the stones are starting to get that cherry red color. There's so many torches in here. You got this other guy with a towel on. He's throwing some water on at the side. Oh, sorry. All right. So you are going to start putting torches around.
Yes.
Alrighty. You notice that literally this is getting annoying as shit because you put 3 torches up, then this other torch, but then you put a torch here to balance it, but it's created stronger shadows here, and now that other torch fell over because it wasn't stuck properly, and it's now sizzled out, and you just hear, just in a accented common, I am your prisoner. I will not escape.
Oh, fun. Then I'll stop doing this stupidity.
My life is
Take a
forfeit.
blind-
You have taken it. My life is yours.
What does that mean? Does
You
that mean I'm your boss?
you have defeated me in you have defeated me in martial combat. You have no choice of me being your slave or killing me. It would be honorable to end my life.
Ask her if she can cook.
Can you cook?
You seem to insult her by making that comment. Her face, already kind of odd because it's the hobgoblin's kind of face, is kind of scrunched up a little bit. She can char flesh.
What?
She can char flesh.
Well, that's kind of like cooking.
That's why she said it.
I
Or
like
she's
my
having a hard time speaking common.
So, okay, well, I'll take off the blindfold and take away her restraints.
All right. At that point, she drops onto her... Basically, she sits on her legs in a kneeling position and puts her hands on her thighs where you can see them. And her head is lowered.
So,
Siren, you're not... If you're peeking, that's on page 47 of the book you found.
Is it really?
It's a submissive pose.
Hold on. Let me get this book open. I toss the not the real cuffs, but the fun cuffs in the oil over to Wind.
All right, so Wind, you're sitting there having a serious conversation, and all of a sudden, in your peripheral vision, you see some soft deer with rabbit fur-lined cuffs fall in your peripheral vision. That, as if Siren just threw them for you.
oh, that's so nice of her.
I'm holding the book up and I'm pointing to it.
Alrighty then.
It's got some naughty pictures in that book, too, you know.
So, handcuffs aside.
She seems to be focused on the ground.
So I'm not gonna kill you.
Yeah, you can feel the you can feel the upset when you make that comment. You see her body kind of slouch a bit. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Handcuffs.
Say?
How can I be upset when there's handcuffs? Who is this bitch?
Who did you work for?
She was a representative of the Khanate. She was a scout for the Great Gakan.
The who what?
Is
the Gakan Gorgas.
and the Khanate is
The Khanate is the empire, as you people may have be called, but she represents not the trivial little Khanate that was...
No, you don't represent them anymore. You represent me.
I am sorry for that.
So how strong is this? You know, I defeated you, so you're my slave now. If that's what I choose, how strong is that bond?
If you force me to do anything dishonorable, I have the right to fight you once again.
Define dishonorable.
I stop pointing to the page on the book at this moment.
She tells you that it is very hard to explain honor to someone that may not have honor. She
Sure,
hopes
I'm
that you do.
wondering if dishonorable implies fighting the people you used to work with.
She tells you that she would have to fight what you tell her to fight.
So how long are you going to be grumpy?
Until you end my life.
See, but I don't want to end your life. I want you to be part of the party.
Party? You're planning festivities?
Hold the book up again, going.
Her head is not making eye contact. She's still looking down. She's not making eye contact. So she can't see the book, because that would be a very good moment. Female Deadpool suddenly popping in my head. All right.
Actually, I was referring to our adventuring group.
Just because it's the end of the world doesn't mean we can't enjoy life.
Although there may be parties. Parties are fun.
She tells you that an adventuring group, a party, she is upset that the person that seems to have taken her down is such a weak person. They are either your brothers in arms, your soldiers that you're willing to die for. They're not some party or group of friends hanging out to have a good time. Are you willing to die for them or go for chips and soda?
Well, maybe not the bard.
I heard that!
But everybody else, yes. Just because you have different words does not mean that I don't imply the same thing.
No, of course, you are a lesser species.
Right. Lesser species who kicked your ass.
That's why I wish to die.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Because now you're going to prove your worth to me. The lesser species. Alright.
Your cloak just extended.
Oh, that's fun.
At that point, you just see her kind of react. Like, what the? As your cloak just seems to wrap around you, you feel a warmth around your neck, and this, like, the hairs are starting to stand on end, like a cat's hairs on end here. What? She just seems to be confused by what just happened. It's cloak that's just kind of emerged, and it literally has that blackened state with all the little pinpricks of light that kind of just seem to just reflect off of some of the light in the area.
Alright. Follow my lead.
She gets up, and she just seems to walk behind you. Okay, guys, he's coming out, and that rare cloak of his just seems to be draping around him. Very dramatic again. It's got the hooks and the bellowing type of thing going on. Regal, and she seems to be walking behind him.
I touch it.
You touch it?
Touch it.
Okay.
I go to touch it. How does Wind respond?
As you go to touch it, it kind of avoids you touching it. Like, you go to touch it, and you just see it kind of, like, you know, like oil and water. It just...
Rude!
Sorry. It's just doing its thing.
I'm just gonna go over here and talk to my sword. He loves me.
You should actually be prepared to fight. Just a thought.
Oh. I'm gonna put the book away now.
Yeah. I will tell everyone something strange is up. I'm pretty sure it's not her because I think she's with me now. As much as it displeases her.
You just heard something impact outside. You just heard this kind of
Sounds like
boom, and something just crashed, and a few trees have just exploded outside. You hear the sap like a lightning bolt hit them.
Is this similar to other sounds that we have heard?
Oh yeah,
in
like
the
something
past?
falling from the stars and just impacting in the ground nearby.
This guy is falling. Does this girl know anything about this?
Do you?
Why is
What?
this guy calling?
Wait, hold on. What is your name?
At the point. Magazia.
Can I call you Gas?
No.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
But she'd rather you didn't. So, maybe we can be polite to our new
Slave.
sister in arms.
I have a sister now?
We have a friend!
At that point, you see her walk by, and she kicks over your snow fort.
Bitch!
That seems about right, yep.
Yeah.
So, what are these things dropping from the sky? Are they like, drop,
No, you just had one kind of concussive boom. Just
No,
hit
that
there.
was, right.
Yeah.
But there was the other drop thing from the other night.
Oh!
Assassin guy, there were several pods that we
Yep,
saw.
yep. It's
I'm just
similar to
trying-
that. It's just similar to one of them, yep.
So, what are these drop, Alfonso, what's the word I'm looking for?
Seekers?
Right.
Council
They-
seekers. Or they were council seekers, but I don't think they're on council business.
What is the thing they drop?
Seekers. At that
What's
point,
it
you see
called?
her. As soon as the word seekers is said, she's changed herself into a defensive stance. Who the hell's
Okay, not bad.
wanted?
We already killed one.
Who's wanted? Then she pauses, looks at you in the cloak. Did you run from the order?
What is the order?
The Rangers?
Who are the Rangers?
You don't know.
No, but you're gonna tell me.
Part of the Council's Rangers, formed by the Tabaxi Council.
Ah, look, guys, there's a council of my people.
Oh my god. The look on her face now is she's looking to see if she could accidentally fall herself on some sort of a sharp object nearby defensive.
Nope. If you kill yourself, I'm gonna bring you back to life.
No, she is honorable. She will not kill herself willingly. She will not actively kill herself.
Okay, so
She will die gloriously in battle if need be.
here's the deal. You know what we know about the space out beyond our planet?
She was sent as a spy in amongst the Con 8. Basically, the cons on this planet were being used as possible recruiting for the Con 8 in the sky. As she makes a reference to you, she was scouting them when she discovered that what the fools had as an artifact that would serve the Con 8 greatly.
Oh, you mean the Casket of Souls?
Yes. The Kagan of this native world, he was using the artifacts
They're all dead.
as a way to see who his next first is. She was one of his. Basically, she was a scout amongst his people.
So basically, what you're saying is that we're the next recruits because we killed all those guys, and we're gonna get to the casket first.
No. She reported back to her Kagan. She assassinated the current Kagan of this area, and the person that is being sent from the Khanate, basically there is a Khan being sent here from up there to find this casket.
I think outer space is a much better word for it. Because it's space that's outer.
I like the great beyond.
I mean, that sounds more like dying.
Isn't that where you go when you die?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, from my understanding, Alphonse and... What's her name again? Jesus, I have to write it down.
Facetuilla?
Gas.
Oh.
Gas, oh my god. Bitch, what's your name?
M'*Gazsia. Magaza.
Gaza.
Magaza.
Can I call you Gaza?
I'm guessing Magaza and Alphonse have come from outer space, and they weren't dead, I'm pretty sure.
She tells you that a Khan by the name of Gastar is overseeing to find
Where
this
do they come up
artifact
with
for
these
the Empire.
names?
Pardon?
Where do they come up with these names?
At that point, Dog's going, My name is made up of a bunch of letters that represent other things. Defensive armored war golem. Dog.
Right,
And
you
now
told us
call
that before,
Alphonse because that's a
Alphonse.
better name.
So, can we see any fire outside of the cave?
Currently, nope. We're going to need perception checks if you're going to be scouring around to try and find...
I mean, actually, we were just going to start by looking out at the cave.
Oh, yeah, nothing, nothing, as you go.
Is my sword humming?
Your sword's not humming.
Well, they're not coming after us. At the moment.
So do we stay in here and just pray?
I don't know. I mean, it's nighttime. We kind of need to rest, and then... Unless you guys think we can just head up the mountain.
You can put Alphonse on guard duty.
Oh, I mean, if we're staying, we can stay. I'm not...
I mean, do you want to go outside when the sky's falling? Because I fucking don't.
To do so, do we get some perceptions going for people looking out in the woods, just checking around, seeing what they can see?
I'm not going outside of the cave.
Yeah. Oh, you
But
can still.
She has advantage because she's in the woods.
Yep, mountains. You got it.
I'm in mountains and the woods.
Ooh, mountains and the
Well,
woods.
technically, there's mountains, but she's got all that covered. Holy crap! You're just going crazy there. All right, there we go. There is a slight green glow, as if something small is radiating a bit of a green light, like a wisp, and it's moving through the pines and snow further down. But its light is kind of glowing in amongst that area, and it's kind of just hovering or floating around.
Is it coming closer?
Yes.
All right, so if I remember correctly, he's probably sent out a seeker
Drone.
drone.
Thank you.
Thank you, whoever. Alphonse?
Alphonse, of course.
Thank you, Alphonse.
No problem.
A seeker drone, and it will probably find us in this cave.
Do you know if he's assigned to a ship? Those drones can be added as spotters for larger weapons.
Gaza?
No, that's what Magaza has just said. Do you know if he's got a ship? This was Magaza. Sorry, Magaza was the one that said that.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Magaza just said that.
See if she had any information.
Yeah.
Um...
I would like to say
Fine
again, I
ship.
don't think this is a proper council seeker drone. They would be part of a council mission, which I don't think is the case here.
Right. I have established that since...
So, who knows?
But we should also be pretty well protected from tracks and things.
Correct.
Paths Without a Trace was on.
Yep, and for some reason, Wynn's little thing, which whatever they were using before to track him, is not going off. But we're not too sure if that was tracking or it was something else. It was just letting them know. But the cloak is still active, and it's still flowing around you now. And you've still got this weird kind of adrenaline just waiting to pump in.
I think we should all kind of go take a look. What's Gaza's reaction to that?
She's ready to fight. Should she get her daggers back?
I want you to convince me that you're not going to stab me in the back.
You have my word.
Like to roll an insight on her check?
No, no problem.
$19.
19. Alrighty. Yes, she seems to. Her word means something. She's been talking about honor and all this kind of crap.
Remove these poison darts from my back.
Mm-hmm.
Going to give them to her.
She kind of puts them as a belt around her waist again, and
I was unsure that I did not know I took her daggers, but she can have those back too.
Well, I figured you would have disarmed her. You know, like you know.
Absolutely. I just didn't know if she had daggers.
Pie pauses. The little raccoon pops his head up and gives you the other dagger that was missing. He kind of was holding on to it.
Oh, thank you, Pie. Would you like to give our new sister in arms a cookie?
Give her a cookie.
She kind of gets it, brushes some of the
Give me a
crumbs,
crushed one.
and hands her one again, another oat with dried fruit cookie. She pauses, and she eats it. But she's eating it like, okay, why am I eating this? And then, insight. Everyone gets an insight roll.
Gosh, I don't want to waste inspiration on that, but I want to know.
Is this one an advantage or no?
No, just a regular insight.
Regular?
Yeah, just a regular little insight roll here. Lily?
Apparently, we know nothing.
Lily, she takes a bite, and this angry, very angry, stern-looking face. You know, when you're really having a bad day, and then you get that little scoop of, like, your favorite Haagen-Dazs, and then that little tingle goes down your spine, you're like, ah. She just bit into that cookie, and for a brief moment, you kind of saw that, Then she stirred and angry again, and continued. These two guys missed that, but you caught that little moment.
Kavina, she likes it.
What are you guys whispering about?
She likes cookie.
Oh, good. Alrighty then. In my splendid all natural,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going. She's coming with me. You guys can hang out if you want.
All right, you're sneaking.
Does he get advantage on
Yes.
that because of Pass Without a Trace?
Does that mean I get advantage +5?
No, but you basically are able to
Oh,
just
you
have.
already had advantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Right, I'm a naked again.
yeah. All right, and she just kind of she just basically leaves from beside you. She's in a cluster of shadows over there. Then she's in a cluster of shadows about 30 feet over here. And then she's in a cluster of shadows, and she's literally just walking through shadows, going ahead of you.
I would also like
Can I
to
keep
follow.
up?
Yeah, you got that tabaxi cat shit. It's like you have to guess what shadow. Like, you know what I mean? She's here. Oh, she's there.
I'm gonna play a
oh,
little game.
she's like your little laser targeter. You know that. He's like, oh, gotta get inside. Where's she gonna pop next?
I can surprise her on one.
And Lily
Hi.
and Kavina, you literally see her walk towards a cluster of shadows, and then she's over at another cluster, and then she's just like she's walking through shadows.
Okay, I'm gonna head in the direction that they're going.
You
also
got
stealthy.
the Bard and Alphonse. They kind of pause, look to you, Lily. What? Faye Swella is actually getting her gear together. She's getting her ranger, she's getting her bow and all that stuff together, and she's also getting ready to sneak and all that. So, of course, the not that sneaky Bard and Giant Warforge.
Do I roll for stealth?
Yes, please. You have advantage. Yep, you got that. Wow, a natural 20. Oh.
Nicely done.
I would
Min-
like to disappear in one of those shadows and no one see me.
No problem.
I might have fuckered us all up, guys.
You actually get advantage too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me do over.
2 over. Now, you can roll one more time, because technically you would have rolled 2 dice and took the highest out of the 2. So you can roll just one more time, and then hopefully it's higher than the 3. But you're doing pretty good. Like I said, taking a fact, this is usually based off of a passive, which could be a 12 or a 14, so you've gone that. But if they're actively searching, then they roll against that number to try and get above it to notice you.
16 is actually pretty good.
Yeah, so 6. That's what I'm saying. 16 is pretty good. So yeah.
Yeah. Just, I would have been a 6 without that bone.
All right, you guys are able to see that there is that little green light, and it's that little green crystal that was in the chest of one of those seekers, and it's just floating around, and every so often you just see out to 30 feet this little cone-like shape goes out, kind of like a weird green light that seems to have little lines that just seem to wrap around stuff, and then the cone kind of closes and the light goes in. Then it goes somewhere else, and then this light extends and it spreads out, and a little cone-like effect is over the surface. It's weird. It's like a little green line that kind of dances all over the surface, and then it just closes, and it keeps doing this little weird thing going around like that. You can see it. It's in the distance because it's lit and it's a dark environment. You are... closer than you need to be to see it because of the wind and blizzard-like effects. But because it's a light source, the negatives are being countered, if that makes any sense. Like, yes, you've got a penalty to how far you can see, but this is a freaking glowing little ball of light. So the two are...
Magaza,
Yes.
explain that thing.
It is a drone.
Right. What's the light coming out of it?
The equivalent of a true seeing gem. Illusion. It can see past illusions, and stuff like that.
So,
Also, she wants to know, when I'm hanging with you, do you wish me to look like a hobgoblin, or should I look like an elf or a human to make it easier for everyone else?
huh. I think you should stay just as beautiful as you are right now.
Hold on a second. Her only comment.
The handcuffs.
He's got that fry thing going on. Don't know if he's serious or mocking me. He's got that little fry look going on. Don't know, you know.
I mean, it is the second time I've said it, kind of, so. Yeah.
I have to run. Oh, yeah, no problem. By the way, Reggie, thank you very much for popping in, and check out my other ones, and we'll talk. I'll actually send you a message on Facebook, as much as I hate it. But hey, you and your family, hope you're doing good. Take care. He's a cool guy, guys. Really good. Good. I'm happy to see him in the shop. Alrighty, so brain, pull back together. There we go. See the goldfish warning that's on my little disclaimer there? Yeah.
Can I throw a rock in a direction other than us so we can
Yep.
past it and possibly look for what's...
You could Obi-Wan. Well,
These are not the droids you were looking for.
These are not the droids we're looking for.
well, it worked on her. No saving throw needed. All right, but yes, you could throw a rock or something like that. That could distract.
Oh, hold on, I got it.
Alrighty then, so I will use...
She asks if you have any type of dispel magic. It won't stop it, but it will break its communication that is linked with its main part, and if the seeker is part of a...
We don't need to see his identification. These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Thank you very much, Siren. But effectively, she tells you, if you have the ability to dispel magic, you can, for so many seconds, shut it down so it's not in communication with the rest of its coven. If all seekers are connected to one giant connection.
So theoretically, we could shut it down and destroy it before...
Correct. Otherwise, any seeker that's part of that unit is aware of it. Usually, you could have an entire legion that are all hive mind.
That sounds horrifying. I'll be right back. I'm going to find Siren, since I imagine she'll be the easiest to find.
Yes. She is doing pretty good. No, I do need you to do a perception check against 16.
You're right. My passive is 15.
Yep. Your passive is 15. You actually have to look for her. This will be awesome.
Oh.
Ego.
No.
No? Why not?
My passive is not. It's 16.
16? Oh, so just. She's doing a good job, though. You have to let her know she's doing a good job.
I'm gonna pop up behind her. You're doing great at hiding.
I need you to do a wisdom save right now. Just a quick little wisdom save. This is the equivalent of Rezi doing a roar for your character. Okay? This is what's just happened, okay?
Fuck me!
Yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good. It jumped you a little bit, but you're like, whoo!
Can you, dispel magic?
By the way, Sheila, I would be safe to say that you are, like, watching the rest of the group. Ninja style. Yeah, exactly.
I'm hiding. I probably flew up in a tree or something. Hiding real good.
There's a little tap on your cheek. Little cookies being handed because you've been doing a lot of work. You haven't had your cookie, so little hands comes out.
Speaking of cookies, it smells like cookies in my house. I don't know what's happening, but it's driving me crazy.
Ellie, how are you doing? All right. So, I don't think you have Dispel Magic, Lily. I don't think you do as a spell.
can detect magic, but I don't think it's gonna help.
No. Yeah. And a quick check. Her spell casting. Doop 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 doop.
Maybe you should just let me see all their spells.
Nope. All right. Yes, I was just double checking that Magaza. She does not have. Nope. That's not my field. Hers is all illusions and stuff. So.
Alrighty then. I will now try and perceive.
Hold on, Harold.
I don't think the bard can dispel magic.
No, he
though.
can't. No.
I'm going to try and perceive Sheila Bobby.
No problem. She was
No,
a natural.
I don't see her.
Nope. You're proud. She is a real good hider. You know, like maybe you were
But-
taking lessons.
Can I perceive that he's looking for me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up a
yes.
gang sign.
Yeah.
Can I perceive him perceiving?
Yes. You can perceive him perceiving that.
Then I'll sneak up behind him and
No.
scare him.
Oh, I need you to do a wisdom save or wind.
Oh, it's a good thing it's wisdom.
Yep. Because you probably saw him do that to poor Siren, and now.
12.
What does that go against? Is that
Well, it'd be a target number of 12 is what I was giving it. So you're just on the cusp. She did a good job at doing a.
You're amazing. Also, can you dispel magic?
I cannot dispel magic.
Fantastic. Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna scamper up to Magaza.
All right, Magaza just pauses. Let me attack it. If it sees you guys and it's looking for you, it will let everyone know you're here. If I attack it, it will not know that you are here.
Right, but what if you need help?
I do not need help. I am not like you.
Ouch.
As I recall, I kicked the shit out of you by myself.
You hang out in parties. If I die, it will be a glorious death, and you will be free to go about whatever little quest your party was on.
I don't want you to die.
That is a very nice thought.
Oh, see? We're already getting along.
At this point, you can see those jaw muscles just shifting.
Don't do that, it's bad for your teeth.
I'm a hobgoblin. Have you seen my teeth?
Yes, and we need to make sure that they stay safe as long as possible.
I think Englishmen have the only better teeth than us, and that's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot. Be back. I'm gonna go back to the. You could just come with me, you know, and then we could all chat together. No? Alright then.
I will do what you tell me to do.
I know, and one day you'll be pleased about it.
That day is when I am bleeding my final breath out.
Well, that might be a long time. Alright, so I'm gonna come back to these guys and suggest what she suggested. What do you guys think?
I think that'd be okay. She knows how to take him out.
Yep.
Yes, Lily?
Yes. I
Your thoughts on the matter?
let's just trust her. Whatever. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to get you laid by this chick.
Fair enough.
Friends.
You guys should, not follow my lead. I am now going to go attack it.
Oh, god damn it. Why are you doing this?
Because I rolled an 84 and I'm a ranger.
That's the same bullshit he did with a bear that looked at you guys funny. You remember that? By the way, I have to let you guys know the tabaxi nature is somewhat of a fickle one. Yes, your little ball of string or whatever, curiosity or whatever, impulsive is the term. So I love the fact that Rabbit's doing these little rolls. It kind of is a tabaxi nature of curiosity.
Also, we have obsessions.
Yes.
Right now, I'm currently obsessed with being the ranger.
He's not a ranger.
I'm fairly certain that I've been elected.
The ranger.
Between my father and the Cape,
You are now a Power Ranger?
I'm now a Power
The red one?
Maybe the pink one. Maybe the pink
pink one.
What about the white one?
The pink one was my favorite.
The green one.
Also yellow.
Not smoking weed. Maybe you're that one. Isn't that the Blue Ranger?
By the way, Fasuilla this entire time is up in a tree just ready to just shoot something.
I'm going to indicate to Magaza that she should go first to distract him from one side.
Gone.
Alright.
I'd like to remind everybody what happens when I get hit.
Initiative! Everybody! It's time to do initiative. And look, I have one new person to add to initiative. That's right, everybody. Actually, I could remove the bard right now because he's not here.
What's wrong with my rolls, man?
NPC.
I don't know. Maybe I got your luck.
That.
I think, actually, the problem is that just initiative on this character is always really low.
Kavina. And...
Sorry, I was
Yep.
reading a thing.
Ba-da-ding.
Initiative?
Yep. Wow. Swilla, you're doing there amazing work.
But I
there.
have a question. This is what I was reading. Does Path Without a Trace help with that? Or is it only with checks? Because I know initiative...
Oh, no, not for initiative.
That trace does not do anything with initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I just figured it was with dexterity and it gives a +10 bonus to dexterity checks, but I didn't think that had anything to do...
Oh, no, that would be like if you're doing your stealth or stuff like that as well, yeah.
Okay.
I think. Alrighty.
I'm
So,
pretty sure it looks-
So, alrighty. So effectively, Lily, you're first, but you're holding. So everyone's holding to wind. Actually, no, Magaza, she goes first. She basically kind of leaps out of a shadow nearby, and then just literally grabs the gem, smashes it down, hits with an elbow, kind of stomps on it, and just physically goes all apeshit. Just a flurry of blows come smashing down on that little thing, and there's a spark of light, and poof, it's gone. End of initiative.
Run up, grab her face. That was amazing.
They're not that tough, and they are designed to break and blow up if need be.
I'm aware. I've seen it.
Take a compliment, bitch.
That comes from behind a tree.
Yeah, exactly. Though she knows wherever it basically the seeker that it came from can create another one over time, and it would probably be heading this way or informing others that might be in this area. So we probably do not want to stay here for the rest of the night. If you guys need to maintain some sort of rest, we're going to have to move from this location if you want to get a good rest to regain any type of abilities or the type of thing you guys need a good rest for without being game mechanic-y.
Okay.
If you stay in this cave, there's a good chance it's going to be interrupted during somebody's watch.
I believe we should find a different place to sleep then. The snow fort was great, by the way, Lily.
All right, so you guys get back to the cave, and there's a smell of some herbs, like a soup or a stew that's being done.
What are you doing? No. We're on the lamb. We're being sneaky. You can't make good smelling food.
You see Harold the Bard is working this nice little thing. There's some chunks of basically some of the crappy rations and all that stuff mixed with the fresh stuff you guys have been plucking. So he's extended it to a nice hearty kind of beef stew.
Also, my mom just texted me, it's brownies. Just in case anyone no.
And at that point, you just see that Harold the Bard is sprinkling what looks like some oregano or something like that just on the top. He's seasoning this shit.
Is Pie super excited? Is he like...
Pie's like, heads up.
All right, I guess we're eating fast and then rolling.
We must this is good. Adventures like a bowl of steaming soup, you know.
Anime style.
No special mushrooms today, Lily.
At that point, you see Harold just pause. I have an idea for a new recipe, and he just writes it down.
Come up with a new recipe.
Look on Wynn's face. No, okay. I have an idea for a new recipe. All right.
I think I got one too.
Of course, Alphonse is not eating because he doesn't need to eat. He just has to keep himself lubricated once in a while, which he can look after getting himself some forms of lube. For some reason, Harold just had to smirk every time the big guy kept mentioning lube.
I'm gonna get a bowl for Magaza.
Did we not take some?
Oh yeah, you guys are taking some of the stew. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
Oh.
some of the lube. Don't we have some?
I believe Siren has a vial of lube.
Yeah.
A potion
lube
bottle of
Smells like
some sort.
lavender.
Right, it smells like lavender.
Oh.
No, it's hair oil.
It's multi-purpose.
Oil that Mishlov pointed out that could be also used as lube. I'm not sure how those two things work together.
But
Well-
we could give it to Alphonse and he could smell like lavender and work properly.
At that point, Alphonse does seem to, if you give him some of that, he does seem to rub it on some of the metal and wood areas of his elbows and joints, and he does now have a slight lavender wood potpourri kind of thing going for him now.
Aw, my friends smell good.
So whenever we're done eating, I think we're moving.
Yes, we should be adventuring soon. This is really... Anyone wants seconds? It's going to go out!
Nope, we're not having seconds. We gotta go.
And you guys...
Done hard.
You still... By the way, this is still within the... Was it an hour? Or is it an hour total for your ability?
Pass by the trace?
Yeah. I think, yeah. So this is still within the original's casting, so you've still got some time, because you were just setting this all up. You've only got about maybe 20 minutes. You got less than half an hour left of it, but you've still got enough to leave this
Also,
game.
I believe her House Without a Trace makes it at this level so that we are not hampered by...
Oh, yeah. She's got that naturally with her ranger. If you're traveling with her, she can travel with other people and give her the same type of bonus.
Cool.
But yeah, so yeah, you guys are able to leave the cave. You're able to move a little bit more, and the winds are picking up, and your visibility is down to like 60 feet. Any light sources might be seen, and that brings me to several little orange colors in the ahead of you guys. Basically, your vision is like here.
At this point, we actually need to not have any light sources of our own.
Yep.
We will have... Alphonse will obviously be with Lily.
Yeah.
And then... I don't want Harold. I don't want him.
I don't want him.
We can exchange cooking recipes.
I don't cook.
We can work on that.
All right then. I guess you're with me and Magaza.
I can look after the bard.
All right then. So basically, you guys are our back line, and me and Magaza are the forward scouts.
You got it. Visibility. Yeah, like I said, Harold's the only one that has an issue.
I would like to tie a rope
Nope,
around
Harold probably bought himself a pair. Harold's just putting the goggles on.
Because I would like to tie a rope around Harold so that he can just follow the
No,
rope.
he's got the goggles because they were at the other town.
So it's just Alphonse who can't see in the dark.
That is true. I was
Sorry.
not. I'm an earlier model. There
I'm
are
barely
discrepancies.
certain Alphonse.
There are some discrepancies. Some dogs do have night vision, but they're not as
I'm
durable
sure
as me.
We'll be able to upgrade you at some point so you can see in the dark too.
Really?
Maybe to a stealth module. That way you can better protect Lily.
We should have gotten him them goggles.
He would look cool. By the way, I think a Warforged with goggles looks so cool. Sorry. At that point, Bard's taking the goggles off and no, I'm kidding. No.
Do the orange lights in front of us seem to be like
Campfires.
orientations?
Campfires equally
Where-
and nicely spaced. There's at least 6 campfires that can be seen in the distance.
So I don't know about hobgoblins where you're from, but from what we're from, that doesn't seem like hobgoblin campfires.
Actually, that does seem because orcs are chaotic all over the place. Hobgoblins are lawful, and everything about them, organization, troop numbers, everything.
Okay.
So in other words, sorry, that would be something you would organization. Like they did the whole Roman legion, built a fort in a day type of shit, you know. So
It's a pretty decent fort.
yeah,
They just didn't plan for me.
no. And the fort's still standing. Well, except for the area that was blown up by the giant fireball, and
Well, we didn't put the fire out.
And it's still burning. Well, they did. They had lots of people, and they were.
Right, but it had plenty of time to at least ruin one wall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right. So we're going to avoid the camp.
By the way, Lily, your little rod, it's pointing beyond that camp. Basically, and the camp is about 20. You see these lights about 20, not line, like the horizon line is not here. Those lights are about 20 degrees or so up, meaning ahead of you is probably terrain that's getting higher and higher, and that's where you're seeing those lights.
I tell them about this. I show them. They can figure out by looking at my rod. Hey guys, look at my rod.
By the way, suddenly there's a and you feel a cold winds on your back as your cape has become a torque.
Oh.
We're out of here. Theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
I really have to figure out how this... Do you know how this thing works?
What is it? It's She pauses. What is? Then she pauses. It's clearly magical. I guess it's a cursed item.
Man, you've discovered something none of us have ever discovered before. Thank you, by the way, for your input.
Does she understand sarcasm?
No, you see the look on her face as she's just looking at him, and she's just got the whole one eyebrow. Mm-hmm.
She spocked you, bitch.
Just
Nano, motherfucker.
So from what we can see, which is not very great, can we go around the camp to get to where we're going?
She knows them.
You don't know the terrain. Like you're getting very rough and jagged areas, and if there's a large camp there, that's probably the widest chunk of flat land in the area. Everything else is goat trails and paths that are leading
we
up.
Can use goat trails.
Yep. Oh yeah, you can, but you're not too sure. Like for instance, say there's a road going up that way, and the road you take keeps going this way, and it never connects back this way. You know what I mean?
I believe we have a map.
You have a general map of mountains, and you're in them.
No, we got a map from the town before we
Yes. And that was, you're pulling out that map, that was for the ruins, and that is beyond the camp.
Right, so we should have a map that gives us...
It doesn't have that much, ironically the map is showing you're going the right direction, but it's telling you to keep going forward. On the map, yes, you start to see ditch, like basically there could be goat trails, but we're looking at cliff face drops of close to 600 some odd feet on the one side.
Alright guys, so
you'd be hugging the mountain, but you probably could. There's no proper path marked.
do we sneak past through the camp, or do we try and go around the camp?
Do we want to see what type of camp it is? What if it's a camp that we could just walk through?
I could probably walk through it, Magaza says.
Right, I know you can, but that leaves the rest of your brother and sisters in arms out.
But could she walk
She pauses. There seems to be a positive improvement, as you called them brothers and sisters in arms.
But can she walk us through?
Can you walk us through?
Like as prisoners?
You can change your appearance. Can you change our appearance?
Minor illusion. Silent image. No. But she could create the illusion that you guys are in shackles and your weapons are not equipped. Though you would not be in shackles and your weapons would still be equipped.
And this isn't dishonorable?
You will reveal your true form in combat.
Alright then. Sounds like a plan, guys. What do you think?
I like this plan.
Alright, at this point, you just see that she does not do anything to change her appearance, and you just see her kind of just mutter, and she creates... You have to stay close together. You have to stay close to her, as she's just doing a small little minor illusion that's creating very monotone raps. Like, there's not proper shadow. Do you know what I mean? If you studied these, you realize that these are bogus. Just you have to hold your hands together, and these illusions are there. But it's not if somebody were to analyze it, it's not the best illusion. And a simple, or like there's a simple kind of a blur, like your weapons and all that stuff are gone, like the simple hilts are just kind of gone. But you have to stay close to her, and she can do a simple illusion around that. If anyone actually were to bump into you or touch that area, yeah, guess what? You got weapons, you know. Now, we might have a little bit of a lag here, guys. But I am not going to post I'm going to post people as are needed. If that makes sense. Give me a second. As I am going to share this.
Remember, guys, we're prisoners, so we have to kind of look downtrodden.
And I will remove
Sad face.
the sad face. False background, and the heads up for the DM. That's good enough. Bang. So effectively, you've got a small legion's camp. Estimated is about 100 soldiers here.
So we could have snuck around.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying as you're going around, you know, but literally off the edges, you're getting the rough terrain and all that stuff. You could sneak around and all that kind of stuff. You didn't know. You couldn't see that well. As you get closer, there are 2 big tents and then several smaller tents that hold about maybe 4 or 5 people in each tent.
Maybe we should try to sneak around and use this, fucker method as a backup plan.
What do y'all think? Magaza, do you think you can actually get us to this camp without being questioned and possibly, you know...
She has the sigil of the new Khan. She has Gastar's...
Is it possible that Gastar is here?
Yes. And if he actually has to meet him, she knows that she was assigned to the previous officer who is dead. You hold his helmet and blade. I should have died under his death. She pauses, not sure if you're familiar with the term, but she is the equivalent of a Ronin. Her master has been killed.
Nope, you're now my samurai.
A better question is, how many of them fuckers can you take down if this doesn't work?
She could probably take down half the camp before she dies. She is better than them.
Yeah, but how many
They are
before?
Earthborn.
I could take 25.
Back to back, we could probably slaughter this entire camp, but that is not the meaning, is it?
Math
It's
here.
because we're amazing.
I could bash a couple of heads myself. I have a mace.
And we do know if someone, harms me, anyone harms me at all, taps on my...
So when we talk about back to back,
Myself
we're gonna have 4 people, and you're gonna be in between all 4 of those people. So no one can smack you.
I am taller, Alphonse says, and I now have a weapon with reach. Schnick.
I mean, as much as I want my sword to be happy, it would fuck us.
Okay, so let's try and sneak around the side.
No problem. If you wanted to, the only 2 tents that actually seem to have that logo on them would probably be the tents of note in all of this.
Let's not go by those 2.
Right, but the problem is that if someone sees her at
Yep.
her mark, they might.
So
go
you're going to
back.
try and sneak around instead of going through with the illusion of being a prisoner.
Correct.
Okay, then she wouldn't have cast a spell until you got close enough you could see this, so she still got that spell if need be, but it depends on how you're discovered. We're going to need 2 sneak checks. Wind, Kavina, both you guys have advantage.
So
Pass
does.
without a straight still.
No, that Pass Without a Trace is gone at this point, so unless you cast it again.
I think Wind is pretty damn stealthy right now. Wind, where'd you...
Jesus! At that point, you just notice... Yeah. Magazia, she's like, It's like, oh, he's well done. And Yagastar. It's Let's make sure I got that name. Yeah, Gustar. And what did we get for... And Lily, what did you get for your... need a sneak?
Puckered it up.
No, remember? That's pretty good. Like, that's pretty good. That's still pretty good.
So
It's
my
okay.
perception,
Not
my
far.
passive perception is actually much higher than most people's passive perception.
And he's a 16, so you can't be seen by him.
Well, that's good. I don't want to get rarred by wind.
Rard. No, that's wrong. Now it's 8. And pting. Poof! Facesuilla! Finally, you're doing good. All right.
Goddamn face.
Oh, that's right. She's really good when she's not shooting. I forgot that.
She's really good when it's not super important.
Exactly. There we
Actually,
go.
right now it's kind of super important.
Yeah, we'll give her that.
Well, if she rolls a bad one, we're just gonna leave her ass behind.
All right. So you guys are able to work around the camp. You notice in this camp there is this camp is not just hobgoblins. You notice there's a few packs of dire wolves that seem to have harnesses, and some of them have like little leather masks, like, you know, little things with spikes on their heads and all that stuff to give them a little bit of like barding, but it's very loose and it's more maybe decorative. You also notice goblins. Lots of goblins are scurrying around. Some of them seem to be grabbing a bunch of swords and polishing and cleaning, and some of them are doing like menial tasks. Another one's got a whole bunch of underwear and he's like running around and all that kind of stuff. And all of these guys look like the type of hobgoblins you've been fighting. The gear, the equipment, the stylish shields and swords, nothing out of the way. In amongst that group, you will notice at least one person that's got a shield that's got that sword and wing emblem on it. And instead of being a normal kite shield, it's kind of odd. It seems to be almost like it's flat, comes down at an angle, then it's straight, then it goes in at an angle on the bottom, and then it's flat on the bottom, almost like 6, what's it, 1, 6, 7, 8, 8. It's like an octagon where the middle sides of the octagon are the longest, and then the tops are like the flat thing. And it's got that symbol on it. And it seems to just be attached to his bracer or something like that as he's got that up. And he seems to be training individuals. When he's done training, the whole thing collapses down and then becomes a small little buckler on his one arm. And that's the only thing that looks out of place. Everyone else looks like regular trainees or something that's going on. You also see that there's a lot of wood that's been chopped down from some of the trees. There's a lot of ropes. There's pulleys. You see that people are working with nets. They're putting together some nets and stuff like that to attach to the pulleys and stuff. So it looks like excavation or something kind of gear that's being put together by this camp. As you guys are continuing up, alrighty, and so you're able to elude this camp. Able to elude the camp, plain and simple, because you're just moving around it. But that's kind of what's up there. But as you continue going, you're getting to the spot on your map where there are ruins marked. And this is where that person's father, that one orc blacksmith, the old blacksmith, was supposed to be up in this area by the ruins. That's what it was being said. You wanted to talk to the blacksmith because he knew of certain things, but the old man was out doing his hunting or whatever. That's, if you remember back, he was an orc, a half-orc. And
right.
There we go. And I'm going to just share this. This, my friends, is the ruin with a good 50 some odd orcs here. I mean, hobgoblins here. Tons of goblins that seem to be working and at the site. Sorry?
Lots of inspiration for more mosaics.
Ding, ding, ding.
I still gotta work on that landscape that I scribbled down.
Yep.
That's on that one.
So this here is the one. You guys would effectively be approaching from the south, the bottom of this map, as you would approach it. But that is your terrain. I don't have people marked, but literally they've got 3-man squad. Like, they got a vanguard of 3 warriors. One that's got his bow ready. The other 2 have got their sword and shield as they're just doing patrols around the area. In the center, there seems to be a lot of what looks like siege equipment or converted siege equipment that look like they'd be made into pulleys. There's like something that you'd use for a ladder against basically one of those siege towers that you would use against a wall, but it's been converted to be some sort of a pulley or lift mechanism or something like that. And there seems to be a lot of commotion going on in the middle area. These stone walls are at best 8 feet tall. Some of them are broken. Like, basically, if they were any taller, they've been broken down or whatever. The lowest you've got is about 3 feet, and at other parts of these stone walls are about 8 feet tall with snow lining on the tops of them. It's broken down. So this is what you have here. I basically, in the past, I've put down all the troops and the markers, and I found out that it just floods the combat tracker. So what I'm going to do is take an effector there, and depending where you encounter, I will place down troops as they're encountered.
So, where's the rod pointing us now?
Rod seems to be pointing straight ahead, but it's not deviating, pointing down or whatever, but it could be so fine that you might have to stand over it for it to change, but it's still kind of pointing straight ahead. Like north. It is pointing north still. And any type of scouting can be done. I did mention earlier our 2 main scouts. We've got Pi as a land person, but we've also got, as still connected to you, we have a hawk that can do an aerial reconnaissance.
What we really need to happen, though, is to get the rod out there.
Pi could try it. I think you're. I don't know if you're muted there, Siren. Or...
I'm sorry.
I don't think I trust Pi with my rod.
Oh,
you know
my.
what? I could just grab the rod and scamper in there. I did roll a net.
I'm debating whether I trust you with my rod.
I'll bring it back.
I'm very protective since I'm down to 1 rod.
I'll leave you my precious, and I'll take your precious, and you don't have to give me back my... No, you have to give me back my precious.
You're not gonna hurt my rod, are you?
Nope, not gonna hurt your rod.
Lose it?
Not gonna lose it.
All right.
Don't lose the rod. Don't lose it.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. By the way, you guys have still not yet been able to pull your spells together because you have been constantly moving throughout the night.
Right.
Just a heads up as we just go. Short rest. There we
Okay,
go.
I still got my sword friend. He's reassuring me that he's for me.
I have put you on the map here, Wind. And just put you down the itty bitty little dot.
Are you good on health, Wind?
Yes, I'm at full.
Yeah, he did get himself up to that. Taking effect, those potions are kind of, well, right now all the gear you guys haven't claimed, Alfonso's got in the backpack on his back type of thing. So if you need it, well, you can't get it unless you get it off of Alphonse, effectively. Also, as you go to do this, we are at the 2-hour mark, even though it started a little later. Do you want to push forward a little bit and then go for a break?
I have to tinkle.
All right.
I have to reboot my computer and stuff.
So that sounds like a yes. Oh, you're going to rearrange all the stuff. So, okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break here. And let's see. It will be, what time is it now? It's just gone past the hour. Doing a 10-minute break, if that's okay. It will be 10 after the hour. Well, 10 after the hour is when we'll be...
9:15 just in case?
9:15. All right, 9:15, guys. We will be back at quarter after the hour, everybody. So grab a drink, stretch your legs, and we'll see you soon. Alrighty, everybody, we are now coming back. We are slowly coming back. Let's see how our cameras are as we change over. Hey, everybody is still in the same camera position. That's good. That is good. That is good. Everyone's back except for Lily. So I put everybody on the map, and I put what is, since Wind is doing this sneak, move, say no more, say no more. Alrighty. We have put stuff onto the map. There is, I should state, still at least a dozen more hobgoblins and goblins. I'm just not putting them all on the map right now. The ones that are on the map are the ones that are active, with the idea that reinforcements could easily show up from any direction and be added to the list of chaos, depending on what happens. And I've got to put 2 new people back onto there as good old Alphonse. I'm back, everybody. Hello. And the Bard. Yeah, I could do stuff. You guys are on the bottom of the map right there, but effectively, let me just see where I've got that. There we go. So I'm kind of just doing that here. As you guys can see, I've put them on the bottom here. Right, I'm trying to see if I can move this like that so I can see what I'm doing while I have this up. That made total sense, didn't it? I'm doing this like that, so in case this does this, then you guys can see that. There we go. So if we take a peek around... Oh, voice, okay. If we take a peek around, there is a bunch of activity close to that hatch. Now I don't have any, I got some logs, I got some tents, I got all this stuff, but I didn't put any scaffolding up around the giant centerpiece that there's a bunch of goblins working around. Now I should take into fact, the goblins that are around that circular area are ones that are combat. There's a bunch of other goblins that have no weapons, no armor, that are around. Like, if combat happens, these things are going to scamper and run. So there's a lot more goblins around that area.
Should we reroll initiative?
Yes, if you would like to, feel free to roll initiative, as everyone else has in a theory. But technically, no.
Oh my god.
Wow, you rolled a... Do you want to use one of your 2 inspirations just to re-roll your initiative?
Yeah, I really do.
No problem. Just tick it off and re-roll your initiative. That's much better. And look, Kavita just got a... Kavita, you 2 could re-roll if you want, or you'd be happy with that. Ooh, I got
I'm
empty.
happy with 7.
2. And we are missing... Lily, I will need you 2 to roll initiatives.
Initiative? Okay.
That too. I'm just going to roll a couple of that's at it. Ooh, wow. 17 plus this. And... Ooh, I don't know why I rolled a die 12. There we go. Whoa,
Why did my
217s.
stealth pop up again?
I dragged and dropped the text
All
by
right.
accident. So it's like, yeah, it's like, I know why that happened. 23 and face is 6. Alrighty. So effectively, though, Wind, you are on the top of everything. But as you can see, let me get some other music going and turn the volume down because I don't think I...
So question is, do I have my rod back?
No, he's still... This is him heading off with the rod. So,
Okay.
This is him heading
I'm
off.
still nervous about my rod.
Yeah. Yeah. But effectively, the one thing that should be noted is on this map, you will see that there is a letter C. Under the letter C seems to be an orc that's not that ruddy greenish kind of color. He's more of a brownish, like an olive brown kind of slightly, like he's slightly greeny brown. But he looks like an older orc, and he has had the shit pounded out of him.
Damn it, we have to save him.
His eye is all puffy, as if he's been, like his one eye is all puffed, swollen shut almost. You know, there seems to be a lot of blood that's come down and dried on his face from his mouth. You also notice that currently there's a doctor that seems to be putting pieces of skin back down on his arm and bandaging them up.
Is this our new party member?
This is the father, the blacksmith, the father of that female blacksmith that said he'd be out in these ruins.
Aww.
Her
I'm
daddy.
Gonna use the thieves' cant that we've learned to indicate that we should be ready for action. And I'm going to indicate to Gaza that she should stay next to me. Now I have someone else who can do sneak attacks with me. Look what you did.
Alrighty. So effectively, when you did I put her on the map? Is she on the map too?
Yeah, she's there.
She's on the map. All right. Don't think anyone is locked down per se. Move to where you would like to go. Is she on? Yeah. Is she?
Surprise!
So, were you still going to do recon?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So it's like, and ladies and gentlemen, remember how well
we have to save him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Probably. Well,
So I'm going to sneak back, give Lily back her rod because she's really concerned about it,
you got it.
and indicate that when it starts, everyone should be ready. Because I'm going strategically. I'm going to go up and around to try and come down from the top.
To let you know, there are more orcs doing hobgoblins doing patrols. I just haven't put them on the map.
Okay.
You could hook around the back here. I'm going to move your character up to about here without any incident, meaning you could use the hole there. But if you go any further north, you're going to run into another group of hobgoblins, and more will show up on the map, type of thing.
Okay, well then me and Magaza are going to enter from that point.
Alrighty.
So the orc can save him.
And you said the walls are 8 feet?
At the highest, you can find smaller areas as well.
My question is,
like
do
lower.
I actually get to here safely and jump the wall?
Yeah, you could jump the wall if you wanted to. You could find a spot to leap over the wall.
Or just climb it, because I got...
Yeah, you got that climbing thing. So the wall for you, you don't have to find a hole. You can just go.
Okay.
You can do that cat bullshit.
And her...
Are we
I won.
reconning first?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I'm not too sure because as mentioned before by Harold the Bard, there doesn't seem to be a cohesive leadership amongst this party.
No, I came back when I gave Lily her ride back and explained that the orc guy is in there and I'm going to save him.
Should a couple of us be maybe picking off some of these outliers?
My suggestion was that you also all should be ready to fight. But apparently Harold the Bard is deaf when it comes to strategic planning.
Strategic?
That's right.
That strategery is real, okay?
You got it. By the way, that rock that was near to you, that is like a good 20 feet at its peak. That giant chunk of rock that's sticking up.
Also, I want her.
Kavina, that rock you were near is like close to 30 feet at its height.
Oh,
so if
cool.
you
You
wanted,
gave me
you could.
Her,
What?
I now know everything she can do.
It is the iron. It is their class.
I'm gonna use my wall method.
She going float?
At that point, you get the Drow Golf Clap Award.
This little break in the wall down here at the bottom, can I see over that and duck behind it very easily?
Move your character to what you're talking about, because currently this is not. We haven't gone active yet, so you can just move your little token to where you were talking about.
Where am I at?
I think.
Like right up in there.
Yep. You can have great cover and pop around and pew pew and use your hide type thing. But taking a fact, just look to your right, and there's a big, huge, gigantic wolf.
And I'm wondering if we should pick out some of those outliers first.
Well, we have
What
no.
I'm concerned about here is that we start fighting and they stop caring that this orc guy might have information and they just kill him.
Okay, so there first. I'm gonna take Alphonse with me.
Yay! I will. Well, all right. So, by the way, moving to this position is going to involve a stealth roll. Like, basically, this is. You're not here yet. We're going to put you guys back at the bottom of the map, and because you guys haven't done any.
I'm actually going to suggest that they get into position while me and her start. I was going to have her do a prestigious thing.
Yeah.
To make a loud noise in the alcove where that warg is.
Yep.
I wonder if we should take out this dire wolf down here first. Well,
If you guys did that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Fisuela might be able to help us up here.
well, I just think.
Sorry, the pain is real. I'm sure Fisuela could help us here.
And then we haven't really split the party, and we're not far enough away that if you guys need help, we can't come help you.
Yeah.
If we need help, you guys aren't far enough so that you can't come help us.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna take out maybe this dire wolf in the bottom right, and then move into that spot.
All right, I am now going to lock the tokens.
Without alerting the
I
rest
want
of.
to swale up here before you lock us in.
Now give me a second, both Fisuela and you have already gotten a nice sneak to get to where you are. Now I'm going to see if these other two have triggered anything before.
Gaza had a 21.
Oh yes, we haven't done Fisuela. That's the only one we haven't done.
Is there also any reason why I can't be in my position?
Well, all you have to do is do your stealth roll as well, and then you can put yourself back into that position. Like, I moved you down, you guys just have to do your stealth roll as you're heading to that position, because who knows, initiative might start if one of you fail, if you see what I'm saying, right? Okay. So yeah, if you make your roll, then you'll be able to put yourself there. Where is my...
Am I waiting for my initiative?
Holy crap, she's first. Sorry. No, you're not. You're not at this point, because technically the initiative is there for it when combat starts. Again, you guys might get a free round before anyone gets to attack, again, as an ambush.
Do I still have advantage or no?
Yes, you have advantage. Yep, okay. So, Fisuela is at her position. And 14... Good enough for the passive. You know you're not doing that best, but basically no one noticed your little bolt to the stone, and since no one has line of sight to you, so basically someone might have seen something in the peripheral, but you got to your spot before it was too much of an issue. If that makes sense. And Siren, I'll let you roll first before I roll for Alphonse.
Okay, stealth, right?
Yep.
Where is it? There it is. It's like, I know I put it down. Whoa, don't move that. Oh my goodness, guys. I can't click on the things.
The things? All the things.
Whoa, god damn it. Can I roll some stealth today?
Well,
Did it even?
Nope,
did
it didn't show up. No, it didn't show up.
Oh, thank God. Worse!
But...
I rolled an 11 the first time.
But the best in this area is a 14.
That was actually Arcana.
Oh, yeah, it's Arcana. Oh. Re-roll that again.
How is that Arcana instead of stealth? Come on.
What happened there? What happened there? Yeah.
These hotkeys are all fuckered. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, the wolves are a 13, and the best you got for all the other troops is a 14 in amongst that. So that's why Kavina was like, on the edge there. But, alrighty. So that I can put you where you wanted to be. I'm just going to move you there.
The Star Wolf doesn't know I exist.
No. She was going to go after the wolf on the bottom right.
Oh, okay. Where were you going to go then?
Well, I mean, if this guy's not really going to notice, I don't know if he's going to notice us or not. He could probably see from there.
Well, currently, if you start doing something like a sparky, there's a good chance. But you're going to have Alphonse here, who's gone shield and mace because of the fact... He could use that two-handed weapon, but he can actually do that defensive thing and defend his charge as he goes to do his stealth. He's going to be really stealthy now.
I'll move into here, and if that direwolf stuff's coming over, I'll initiate combat with it. with Alphonse being a little bit of a guard, because again, if
Yep.
he hits me, we might see what this sword can do.
Yeah, exactly. I was with this Nexelbane, yes. There's a reason for the name, Nexelbane. Yeah, he's not done anything yet. All right, and let me just check. Yeah, he has got the shield +1, so he's got that set up with him, and he's got a +3 to effectively his dex, because that's his proficiency thing on there. So, wow. So that's his sneak. Apparently, this big guy has been watching you enough. I really can sneak, apparently. He kind of whispers.
Good job, Alphonse.
He has proficiency.
He doesn't need that stealth upgrade. He's learning it on his own.
I have seemed to have gained some inner insight over the past terms. As you guys seem to gain experiences from combat, so do I. And I was able to broaden my scope of skills, and I decided that stealth would be one of those skills that might be useful amongst the party.
Just a thought. Wouldn't he be better off, like, on his side?
Where? Oh, well,
Just against the wall in the corner.
well, he'd be open to everybody. He's kind of still hiding using this wall as cover.
No. He'd be on the other wall, just on the corner of the wall.
Oh, you mean like here?
Or like, yeah.
Right there? I gotcha. Okay, yeah. No. And, well, hey, yeah, the bard. Everyone's kind of left. Well,
Can I signal to the bard?
I mean, he
over
told him
where
his
I'm at?
plans.
I know, and everyone does their own thing. He's like, okay.
Can I tell him to come over to where I'm at?
Alrighty.
No?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The problem with him coming to where you're at is that he can't fly.
I can throw him.
That is really funny.
I could help him over the wall and then just push him. And then he's there. He's already there.
Well, he snuck
He has
as
to do
well as
something
you
with that.
did. He's able to sneak as well as you are, so he's there. Now, he can do audio things. Like, he just has to be able to see them, and there's plenty of cracks for him to peer through and yell at people. So, in a very defensive manner, he could use this wall as cover. And still be able to be effective in battle. Did you want to get Pi ready as a support character in any type of melee combat that may happen?
Sure, if there is a chance for him to attack someone from nearby, yes.
Currently, you can spend an action, because you've got more than one action. One of those actions can be an order or whatever for Pi. So currently, at a higher level, it becomes a free action or a bonus action for you to do that. So it doesn't take up, like, basically you're instructing him. But once you've instructed him, you don't, like, for instance, if you tell him to attack that critter, he's going to keep on going. But if you want him to change that, then you have to spend another action to instruct him again. Right? So if you tell him to go after, and his tactic is going to be move in, then he's going to use his little extra bonus to disengage and run away. And he's only going to really attack people that are engaged. Because he is smart. He knows he's kind of squishy. But, But he is kind of vicious with his claws and his teeth. He's really gotten vicious as he's been training. He goes for the eyes, Boo. Goes for the eyes. So, we are at this point now. We can get to the top of the clock. But, Faiswilla and, Magazia.
Sorry, I like to yell at Stormy.
Nope. Are effectively able to hold their actions down for you. No one is aware of the situation, so we could go right down to move the initiative token onto you, Wind.
Okay. So I wanted Magaza to create a distraction.
Oh, on her initiative?
Well, no, when I move.
Oh, when you move. Yeah, so she's holding her action to do it.
Right.
And it was just a sound?
Just a loud noise
Yeah.
by the warg over in the alcove.
In the alcove there? You got it. In that area.
Right.
Any type of noise. Combat, beast, explosion.
Something to get an explosion. Make everybody look over there.
Alrighty. So, and Facesuilla is just going to shoot. You're going for that target. She told you that you realize that there seems to be a captain in that group.
The group I'm going towards?
Yes.
Which one is the captain?
The one...
Okay, yeah, he's the one I'm going for first.
Alright. She could unleash her arrows onto that captain or the lieutenant that's with him. The interrogator, it would seem. The one that's...
attack after I attack?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. Because if I...
No. You're not going to have communication afterwards. What's her target?
Her target, if I don't kill the captain, she's going to shoot the captain.
Gotcha. That's all she needs to
If I
have.
do kill the captain, she's going to kill the...
It's like that hold action type of thing. She has to know what she's doing, right? So, okay, so basically if the captain doesn't go down, the captain's the target. If not, go for the other guy.
Right.
Alrighty.
And if that guy goes down too, because it's possible, you've seen me do some more crazier things. Shoot one of the goblins right here.
She will choose her targets beyond that point, you know.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, Wind.
Surprise!
You move in to attack. Oops. Yeah, get off my face! Get off my face! Stupid cat. Alright, there we go. You jump into attack at the same time. A boom kind of just goes off in that area. You kind of hear this boom. This will not penalize you too much, but Lily and Kavina, 12 for a wisdom save, because all of a sudden an explosion goes off, and that was not meant. You know what I mean? That was, what the hell? You've just heard an explosion go off. If you pass 12 or better with your will roll, then you click in, oh, okay. But otherwise, like, what's the explosion? It won't screw you up. It's just like, okay, what? You might wonder why there was an explosion over there. That, you know what I'm saying?
God damn it.
Wisdom save?
Yeah, save. Wisdom save, yeah.
I did not notice the giant explosion at
Oh, no.
all.
No, that's the thing. All right. Kavina, you notice the No. Kavina, you notice the explosion, but you realize it must be something that Wind is setting up for his attack. Lily, you do notice the explosion, but now you think, oh, great, there's an explosion. You don't realize that it's set up with, like, basically there's an explosion that's gone over there, but you don't know why an explosion's gone over there. So you might be more...
Also, piddled in my pants just about that much. He finally got his roar off on me. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Actually, I can... Hold on.
Oh, no. I'm taking my headphones. You're not doing the roar, are you? She's going to do the roar. I know she
No, I would never do the roar. Hold on.
I love that. I never do the roar. Hold on.
Oh, it is... I don't even know what it's under to look it up.
Oh my gosh.
Is it... Oh,
This
this
is your
one...
bot open.
It's a little easier if you know it's coming. Do you know what I mean? You're like...
Sometimes I stare at the thing and still get spooked.
Alrighty.
Sometimes I see the spook and I have 10 seconds to react to it and still get spooked.
Yeah, and then I had my hunter. Alrighty. So, Rabbit, that's gone on. The effect, the spell has been cast. Make your attacks. Are you doing the schnicked with your claw blade?
I am.
The silver claw. Oh. All right.
Another D8.
Yep. By the way, that giant two-handed blade, if you do the schnicked with it, it's a 2d6 weapon, but you do a die 12. You don't actually roll 4d6. So it's just... But, you know, you get a surprise extra die 12.
Right.
As it could impale a person, really, you know. Alright, so... And that's it?
Oh, no.
Okay, I was about to say...
Did you add the extra 7?
Oh, that's what you're waiting for. 7. And where is our dude? He's at the top of the list, isn't he? So 7 is 16 total. Alright. Critical.
I'm also going to use a key point to do one with the blade, to do another D8.
You got it. Dude, how does he die?
Very gracefully.
He kind of, I kind of just moved through him because I'm doing a progression thing to try and save the orc guy. So I just, I'll take out one leg and then shove my sword into his kidney.
All right. You have to visualize. You came charging in with just a hilt. Then you popped the blade. That blade entered into his body. The other tip came out the other side. And then you basically did a triangle shape, carving out the intestines, and then finally removed your blade. Ouch. I hit my headphones there. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
You just did seppuku on him.
And then, is this Hobgoblin 18?
That is Hobgoblin. No, that is Hobgoblin. 21.
Okay, and now, because I'm amazing, we're gonna do a little bit of this.
Dead. Yeah, these guys, if you haven't picked up on these, the hobgoblins and goblins are going to be quick kills. I mean, Pi could be doing like the whole Conan, standing over top of a pile of dead goblins with his little bloody claws.
Comes in his wake.
He's got a cookie like Wolverine has a cigar.
I killed the wrong person.
You killed the wrong person. I hate when that happens. Yeah, you did. You killed the wrong... Nice going.
Thanks. So fix
18 is not unconscious.
And does 11 kill 21?
Alrighty. 11 kill 21. 11 is the exact hit points for that creature.
Awesome.
So yes, the right one has now died.
Then I'm going to stand here.
Mm-hmm.
And agile parry.
Alrighty. And then now... Well, she's going to do her freaking reserve attack. I mean... Oh, wait, short sword. Totally wrong one. Short sword, right? Hold on. And... yeah.
God damn it, Fisuela. Nope, she has advantage.
Yep. She has advantage on this first strike, so this is her first attempt. Even it's the same bonus, so her second at advantage attack.
With that new hot chick.
What's their AC?
They are, remember, hobgoblins are squishy, but their AC is like 18. They've got a sword and shield. None of these are the archer types.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers of my roll.
Oh yeah, you were just always hitting. I mean, okay. So, thank you, Facewilla, for joining the game.
Thank you, Facewilla, for existing.
Alphonse is reserving his action. If anything happens to his ward, he shall defend and attack it, including rushing in and attacking it if it's a shooter, or just attacking it if it comes close to her. Hobgoblin, you're just like stuff's happening. All right, Lily, your move.
Okay. Well, has this motherfucker over here noticed us?
No, you're still on a surprise. Like, you've just seen shit go down and a few arrows go flying by, so Fitzwilla must be doing something.
Mission.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this little hobgoblin, boopin'. Can
Yep.
I reach 18 for I'm standing? I think I can. I think I can reach out and get 18.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, where is... Oh, hold on. Let me get the combat tracker out because it's easier to hit him that way.
As long as you get the right number.
18.
18 in life, you got it. 18 in... Yeah.
I don't see an 18. Where's 18 at?
Third from the top.
Third from the top. Oh, that's 9. Oh, there he is. I was looking at their hip order.
Yeah, their initiative.
Hello, guys. Hi, my name's Siren, and I totally know how to do this. Alrighty. Well, it's cold out, so I'd like to help warm these motherfuckers up. Yeah, let me get all up in here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put up a little bit of fire bolts up in this motherfucker's ass. So maybe I can hit a little bit better than Fiswala.
You just jinxed
advantage,
yourself.
though.
You have advantage. Yeah, you have advantage. So yeah, you do have advantage. So I keep forgetting. You've got the advantage on this first. You're sneaky. You've got the advantage.
Okay, well, that one went. Let's
Well,
try.
just roll it. We'll see what happens. Oh my God! So it's fate.
This one went. Fuck me.
Alrighty, so bolts of fire did kind of just go off in the area and go flying past. Like a bolt went because you had advantage.
I don't even think it flew past him. It went like halfway, and he just saw it like go pew, and then just like fall to the ground.
He's aware that something is up.
And this little pebble on the ground is burning out.
Orc can't really.
Actually, at this point, he's not even looking in your direction.
No. But if the shot went past him, he might notice there's fire. What? Something just shot past him from behind. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, there was an explosion.
Oh yeah, that's true. So he's kind of his field of view, to be honest, is kind of more like that, with it looking to the explosion to the one side and the people that have just dropped. So his back is kind of to Lily. Alrighty. And the commoner can't say anything or do anything, but he looks really hurt.
Does Lily want to hide again?
Oh.
Well, it's contagious.
She's contagious. Yes. Do you want to roll a hide?
You mean stealth?
Yeah, stealth. Yeah. Too many games. Too many games. Lee? You're gonna do a hide? Siren?
Oh, sorry.
Hide?
Like,
Would you like to do a hide?
my dad texted me. My car. I was gonna buy my car backed out, so.
Ooh.
I am. You know what? Fuck. I'll hide. Whatever. At least I can hide.
Alrighty. Direwolf number 12 is aware that something is up, but it's still around that nothing's going. Like basically, he's aware that something's going on. He's heard noises of combat, so he's like, if he was like, he's kind of getting himself up.
Green pebble.
The goblin. Okay, most of these guys were skipping through because they weren't able. They're basically reacting now. Kavina.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
I'm gonna float up above the wall here. And then cast Hunter's Mark on Goblin number 18.
You got it? Which, you cast it on yourself because the weird game mechanic thingy.
And then shoot him. And I get advantage?
Yes, you do. Natural 20.
Yes.
Describe effectively, Oh, wait.
Does he die?
Roll damage. Just roll damage here. Instant death.
Instant death.
Instant death. There you go.
He died. Sadly.
So, describe how you've taken him down.
I don't even know. It must have been gory. Like, that arrow must have went through him. Like
It's
his
like-
neck just like went through his neck, and he's like he's on the ground coughing up blood. Can't breathe because
Where is he? Where is he? Where is the dead goblin? There he is.
Okay, so he's dead.
Wait, that was the hobgoblin, right? You meant, or
Hobgoblin, yes. Did
Yeah.
I put it on the wrong person?
no, you got the right one. Yep, hobgoblin. So yeah.
And then then I guess I'll shoot these goblins with my other arrow.
Yep. So effectively, you know, the neck is the least covered of the armor on these guys, and that's effectively where the arrow just went right in.
Alright, I hit goblin number 10.
Yeah. Foop. Another dead.
He's the deadard. And then that's all that's gonna happen.
And you.
I'll stay up. I'll stay up.
Oh, we're getting cocky now, are we?
Well, I only went down because that guy was shooting at me with a scary gun.
Yeah, with a scary gun.
That's
That
the
is.
reason why I went down.
Alrighty. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright. No, I'm going to just do it this way because I don't want to create a whole spell thing for him. And, that's one way of doing it. Harold the Bard goes invisible.
That's fun.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna be very confused when he was there and now he's gone. Although I could probably see his footprints.
Top of the clock, face Swilla, pissed off. Can she hit a goblin boss? Right in front of her, right there, goblin boss.
If you miss Fist Swallow with your bow, just kick it.
So
Is her dice stuck on 2?
she's got, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Can we all golf clap?
Golf clap.
I have no room to talk. I also missed.
Choop. And that was technically your first one because she still has the advantage, so I forgot to hit the advantage dice, so the second shot does hit. So, okay, there we go, there we go. Ba-boom. The boss has got a couple of arrows stuck into him, and he's been critically injured by that. All right. She's basically just appeared in the shadows by this corner. And she seems to be holding her attack.
Dude, she's amazing.
Okay, remember how earlier when you ladies were shopping, we pictured the little chibi versions of your characters? All of a sudden now I see a chibi version of the cat. It's like, ee! When she's doing stuff, can't you? The little... Alrighty. Wolf comes out to see what's going on, but as soon as he passes through that area, all hell unleashes.
Do better than Venezuela. Do better than Venezuela.
Although we do remember her one and only attack that we saw, where she missed you every time.
2, 1 hit.
Right, but I'm amazing.
She's got the skills, but she's still,
She's still mad that I beat her.
Yeah. So effectively, she this direwolf comes out and she basically just unleashes, starts. You hear a yelp coming from the thing as it just beats, and she just does a beat down on him. Alrighty, and the wolf still continues, but guess what? It's like, okay, I'm going to attack you, and he goes to bite her. Does hit. Save versus strength. Fails. So she is knocked down. Effectively, she beats the crap out of the wolf, this giant wolf. Taking effect, this wolf is about the size of a horse. To give you an idea of how big this thing is, okay? So it's a horse-sized wolf that just basically...
can't fit through that little crack I'm peeking through? Please.
He can fit through that.
I mean, that's not really a crack.
Yeah, it's not really a crack. That's over 5 to 6 feet wide hole. And the stone around it is probably that 2 to 3 foot height that I was talking about, slowly going up to the higher bits. So
you tell me I screwed.
I just saying that. All right, she's lightly damaged though by the maul. It's one of those things where it looks worse than it is. He bites and starts shaking his head, and you see her body just kind of rubbing across the ground. He's like, oh, he's like mopping the floor with her. But so it's just a love bite, just a little love tap. Wind. I'm like, oh, you're making your choices now, aren't you?
Yep. I'm moving.
Doo-doo-doo. You got it. Get out of my personal space. All right.
Would you say this wolf looks pretty strong?
Yes. I would almost argue that that's probably one of its prime stats.
Alrighty then, I won't try and...
Almost, because, guess what the other one is. Nope, it could be his prime stat. That's it. I could be wrong. It could be his prime stat.
Oh. Alright. So... Is that 9?
That is Wolf 9. Yes, that is correct, Wolf 9. You can drag the dice from your combat right onto the logo icon if it's big enough like this one too, eh? You can actually just drag it on top of the creature. Boop. Alrighty. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Dun dun dun! And how does it die? Actually, you've got so many things here that are gonna die. I might just, create it. You basically come in with your sword, slice and dice, fur, blood, and pelt go flying. As
right. I didn't go that far.
Yoink! Oh God, what is it? This cat really has space, personal space issues. I'm just gonna say. Kind of an overkill on the poor little thing. By the way, the other goblins that were mentioned
ran away.
They're scattering, or if they're like cowering on the ground. Not the face, not the face, not the face. You know what I mean? Just lying there. That's the only common they know. Not the face, not the face, not the face. All right.
any other words I can hear, right?
Right now you've got commotion because of what's going on. They're all saying in Goblin, what? Sound the alarm. Something's going on. What? That's not an ace. I mean, all those things are just randomly going around the conversations that you're picking up as chaos is now starting to happen. But somebody did say we have to sound the alarm, and there's still a shitload of people in this area, too, that I haven't put on the map. And not to mention, just down the hill, that entire camp of over 100.
I know, I'm trying to be quick about this.
And, you're just doing a move down there.
Aww. Agile parry.
The goblin pauses. All right. And now he feels like he can take you on.
Good for him.
All right, dog. Dun, dun, dun. He basically positions himself here, not standing close to you, because if the wolf isn't aware of you, he's now standing. So, hey, look at me, as he just kind of stands there, and he holds his ground, waiting his action if need be. Number 2. Hey, you see him? He's coming in. 1, 2, 3. He gets to about where the door is and sees the dead. This is the guy that's in the area where the wolf came out of. He kind of sees the wolf there, and then he's cautiously moving forward with his shield in front. As he's doing like a little military kind of walk, slow coming through, watching. But and he kind of basically, that's all he does is he comes in cautious, and he's using the shield plus the wall to try and go. Still his regular armor class, but you know what I mean. Like he's kind of being cautious about entering this zone of this area. Lily, it's your time. You actually see something still alive. Oh, you're muted. You actually see something alive that Wind was attacking. A goblin that's still alive.
To be fair, I just punched him in the face.
Oh, okay, that's true. It was a punch. Oh, you are muted. I think you are muted.
Win, step to your right just a little bit.
I'm sorry, I have no more movement. I have used all 45 of my movement.
This thing?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just warn me when it's coming, and I'll kind of, just...
Okay.
You're gonna do a little bit of a hook.
I'm gonna be like, psst, Wind.
In 3.5, there was a whole system of penalties, but here, just hook it.
See, here's the thing.
You got to do that. What was that movie? Hook the bullet. Sorry.
So just be ready. All right. What number is this guy?
Now, if you roll a 1.
Oh my god! If I roll a 1, Wind's fucked. All right, 7. Goblin number 7.
God.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay, fine.
Oops. 12. Does 12 hit goblin number 7? Where's
Goblin? She needs to roll again. She has advantage. She's sneaky.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's yeah.
I'm actually gonna try to roll it on his ass this time.
Yep.
What the fuck is my problem?
Another bolt of fire goes by.
Even with advantage, I can't hit this motherfucker.
I know the feeling comes from the. I'm kidding.
Solidarity, bitch. I'm doing this to make Fistwalla feel good about himself.
The wolf just comes rushing in. But before that wolf comes in, shields up, mace smash.
Hell no! Go away!
That is my cue. Da 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 da. Smack you. Hitting the wolf is what I love to do. Boom. And he just kind of goes. And then he smashes the wolf again with the mace. Misses the second time around. And then you see him kind of getting ready to parry with his shield. The wolf now goes to bite. And effectively, since he's got a -2 to the wolf, that'll just make it easier that way. As he goes to parry. And he still hits, though. Alright, he still hits Afans.
You're talking about the the shield thing for fighting style, right?
He's actually got a parry ability, which basically he can add a +2 to his. If somebody attacks, if he uses that action, he can use a +2, and if the armor to help his armor class out. It's a creature trait, I do believe. May not be. Adds +2 to his AC against one melee attack that would hit. To do so, must see the attacker and be wielding a melee weapon. So it still wouldn't have helped him in that case. So, and did I do damage on him? Boop. So he's taking a little bit of damage. And apparently, you see the wolf kind of grab at him, and then grab, and then and it kind of stops for a second, and Alfonso's got that, no, I don't think so. Kind of look, you're not knocking me down.
Well, I feel like if he's
Kind of like when you have the rope toy with the dog and you're playing tug of war with it.
Yep, exactly. He's like, no, it's not happening. Stop it. No. Hobgoblin number 5 goes into the tent and starts yelling something in orc. We're under attack! I mean, goblin. Attack! You might be able to pick up, but there's so many sounds right now that you hear Kavina, that it's probably one of the many sound the alarm sounds that you're hearing out there right now. As that seems to be a common thing said right now. Direwolf, double bottom.
Oh fuck.
You see this giant direwolf approaching the wall. It goes to leap over the wall basically it's charging, leaping over the wall, but it does that, when the dog gets his feet stuck on the thing and it starts to scamper a bit, and it's kind of hung itself on the wall a little bit, and then it finally kind of just its movement stops. Effectively came running over to continue a charge, but it didn't make its roll over the rock, so it kind of hung up a little bit, and it meant to do that. He's just growling and pawing back and forth, kind of just, getting. Yeah, I still meant to do that. Goblin boss. You just see him kind of reach off his back, and he's not going to engage in combat with this giant thing that's just killed so many of his friends. Hell no, he's going to throw a javelin at him.
This giant thing.
Huge, giant javelin! That's a warning shot.
I get to catch that.
Do you have missile thingy? Do you have a free hand? That's kind of a joke because you have a free hand. I know. Just reading over it. Make sure you... is it a reaction, though? What type of act? Because you got your thing set up for a parry, right? So make sure you've got the action to do it. Because it might...
It's not an action or anything. It's just something I get to do.
Because I think that is true with that. Basically, it's the missile. It's the...
Okay.
Deflect arrows.
He didn't hit me. Technically, it says if I reduce the damage down to 0.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't hit you. No, it has to be a hit. So, yeah, this javelin's too far off to... Yeah.
And how it works, though, is if he attacks me, I roll at 1d10.
And then it subtracts from it,
plus from my dexterity modifier, plus my monk level. And if it reduces the damage down to 0, I can make a ranged attack by spending 1 key point.
Yeah. Alrighty, Kavina.
This is me. Okay.
Losing my religion. Alright, sorry.
I'm gonna...
In the corner.
Okay. Alright. Thought process. Wynn's gonna murder Kate those goblins by looking at them.
You also have a good vantage point on the wolf that just came running.
Yes. The orc is not covered.
The hobgoblin.
The hobgoblin. Yeah, the hobgoblin.
No, our friend.
Oh, the orc. Yeah, he's not.
Oh, the orc's not covered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hunter's mark. Move my hunter's mark. The thing died.
Yep.
My bonus action to move my hunter's mark to the wolf.
You got it. That kind of badly hopped over the stone.
Yep, and then I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Aww. Oh, you hit the puppy.
I didn't. Oh, I said it didn't. I read it wrong. thought it said miss.
No, okay, no. Well, technically, roll a strike again because you still have that advantage thing going. So just to see if you get a 20, because I think. Wait.
Actually, if you just roll a d20 to see if you hit a 20, we'll do it that way. Because
yeah, it's true.
Because it's my arrows.
That's right. Nope. Okay. So yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right. So I hit him, and then I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna put the hunter's mark back on me. Or is it?
Oh, actually, I'm not sure if you did have advantage on that. You still hit anyways, because he's now. She doesn't have the hiding ability, so her position. So. And
once per turn, you do the extra damage.
Okay. Yeah. And then it does disappear, so you still have a second shot, but you only get that bonus on the first hit.
Right, but it'll be there the next round too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know. It's just the way the mechanics are for this. There we go. Criticals. So 2 arrows just hit into the pelt. It yelps as those nice shots kind of hit right into him.
And then I'm going to use my movement to just land on the other side of the wall.
You got it. So gracefully, just kind of like, early Christopher Reeve kind of coming down to land type of thing, early Superman,
And that would be mine.
Alrighty. Goblin. Oh, alrighty. Goblin attacks with a scimitar, full of I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Parry? I think he hit you, or did he still hit you with a parry?
Nope, he misses.
Oh, I was about to say, he's like, all right, yeah, that's what I thought. Because you don't have the parry set up, it's a plus, yeah.
Right, it doesn't do it automatically.
Yeah, no.
But my AC is 19, effectively. I had to check. Wow, Harold the Bard became an enemy and a friend and then an enemy again.
I don't actually have invisibility. I have it as an NPC, but I can't drag it onto him because the NPCs don't have that nice drag ability that the players have. And it was going to take me too long to drag and drop invisibility, so I just made him so he can go invisible. But apparently he becomes visible as he starts healing and looking after the orc. Kind of hidden to the side as the wolves come down. But basically he used invisibility to run right across, and then basically he's now looking after our guy to make sure he's okay. Because that's his thing, okay? So he is now doing a healing on him. Boom! Okay, we got the Conan music going on, and it just gets louder now as the Hobgoblin Devastator comes out of the tent. He gets his staff ready, yet this guy, compared to the other Devastators you guys have seen, he's got a whole ring of large claws from some sort of beasts that are hanging around. He also has human skulls that kind of attach to parts of his gear. The staff he's got seems to have mithril veining going through it, going up like veins to hold a human skull in its place. And his face looks...
with him, I'm scared.
And you also notice he's got white... Like he's got that called Genghis Khan type... He's got the little long mustache type of thing, but he's also got white in his mustache and thing going on. And his horns aren't shaved like on the image. He's got full ram's horns on his head type of thing. And he's just come out to see what's going on. Trying to figure out what to kill first.
But no one can actually see him in front of him.
Yeah, well, it was a cutscene. Yeah. That was a dramatic... Somebody could... I'm sorry, guy. That was the most dramatic scene ever, but none of the cameras were in place for it. Oh, man. Can we reshoot again? No, you've already come out. We're going on to the next person. God dang it. All right, Faceola. Everyone's looking at you now. Now she does not get the bonus now because same thing. She doesn't have the hide to pop in, but she still got 2 attacks. She hits the goblin boss. I think she had to get the start going. There we go. He's dead. She drops the goblin boss. Hey, wait, that's all her, isn't it? No one else touched the boss yet.
She killed something.
Yay! All right, too bad it wasn't a human. She still hates humans. Kill steal. Boop. Oh my god! Dying yet. Yeah, I just rolled a 1. It's like, no, but yeah. Ding ding.
I'm so proud of her.
I did something! I did something! Alright. You see that Nagraza kind of arcs her back and then suddenly does a flip and she's up on her feet. And then, standing between these two people, she spins her attacks to quickly do a couple of sweeping kicks towards the hobgoblin with the shield to try and kick his legs. And then as her body continues to spin, she's following up with 2 hand attacks onto the wolf to her side. Natural 20 on the goblin. Boop. Criticals.
Are you doing better than Fisuela?
Criticals. You just hear, 19. Alright, basically you see her swip out with her legs, and you see his leg bend funny, and you hear the snapping of his knee as she just literally shatters his one leg with her kick, then follows up with her 2 hand attacks on the other guy. On the wolf. Miss. And we could argue she's kind of stretching, hit. And she does get a hit on the wolf. And that was just a die dropping on the map and didn't do anything. Boop, there we go. And kills the wolf with her fist. Kind of just smashes it into its rib cage, pulls out some meat and grum, and just drops it on the ground as a chunk of flesh is just dropped there and the wolf collapses.
You go, girl.
Wind!
I'm gonna step over here.
Oh,
Nicely done. Oh crap, there's a Devastator. Alright.
No, seriously, look at that. You're looking down the stone corridor. He's standing there, you're standing there. You know what I mean? And what are you doing there? I'm sorry, the map. I have to move my map. Alright, you've got the full movement. Boom! You suddenly feel that chill on your back again, and your cape extends. You currently have the haste on you again.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no, he's tough. He's not a squishy wizard.
Okay, and then we're gonna add a D6 to that.
And that's 4 going directly onto the Devastator.
And Flurry of Blows. Might be a wasted point, but you know.
Give me a second. 4, so. And what was the Flurry of Blows?
I'm still working on it.
Yep. Okay, good. Yeah. I put the 4 in as you're doing all that, so the 4 did get in there. Criticals! No special besides it being a critical. Holy crap! This thing was 2 levels higher than a regular Devastator with the ability to cast multiples of the high-level spells. You just killed him. You just took down the boss. Well...
That haste is a wonderful thing.
By the way, guys, it should be mentioned that you didn't experience this before, but when that haste went off, there was kind of a like one of them sub-bass kind of sound, and there was actually a ripple that extended for Rabbit and went a good 60 feet in any direction. Like a little kind of a ripple. Nope, no one got the haste, but everyone, suddenly the wolf that's fighting him and several other faces of guards that are not even on the map, all of a sudden turn and look at you, Rabbit.
Parry.
Because all of you guys...
I have more movement?
Yeah, you still have more movement. Yeah, he's dead. I will... There is a guy just inside the tent that's going to be coming out. That you would be aware of.
Him?
Yep.
All right.
That's why I put him back on the map.
I also technically have one more martial arts blow.
Yep.
So... Can I hit him?
Yes, you can. No, the question is, can you? Yes, you can.
I can.
I can't tell you. Maybe you can, maybe you can't.
He did.
Alrighty.
Oh, and
yeah.
Just because I'm aware.
By the way, I'll let you know there is where these tents are. There's another 6 hobgoblins getting ready to come out of these tents in the next round.
That's cool. I just figured I'd be right here.
Yep.
So only 2 of them can attack me at a time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was about to say it's like next round you can see there's at least 6 more hobgoblins coming out of these tents here. And Alphonse smashes and smashes. And alrighty. And Lily. If it's aware of you, it doesn't seem to be the case. He is engaged with someone, and you're coming from a hiding, so make sure you hit that advantage on your attack roll.
It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna miss.
At this point, no, you see Face Swilla. I believe in you. Come on, girl, I did it.
I got you, girl. Oh, right. This is Dire Wolf. I'm just gonna set it on him. He's big enough. You know what? Maybe I should frost this bitch, because quite fucking frankly, fire's not getting it done. I don't know. Are Dire Wolves, like, resilient to frost, though?
No. There are winter wolves that you'd be familiar with, which would be a waste of time on them. But this is just a regular dire. It's a horse-sized normal wolf, so it's not a It doesn't have anything besides a cell. Yeah, it doesn't have any extra resistance.
I'm gonna do a Ray Frost because the other motherfucker ain't being nice to me.
You got it.
Your boy.
Hit with a 25.
Hey-o! Alright. That was, Come here, little buddy. Oh, do I need to add extra shit to this one?
Yep, the 3d6. After you do the base damage, and there'll be 3d6. Because we're allowing it for the shots, yeah.
3.
Ooh, 10.
Hey-o!
And that's easy math for the DM. Yeah, easy math. All right. That bolt just kind of hits him in the side of the face and kind of glares up where his eye is and up that side. And you just see like frost and ice just sticking all onto his fur and face. And he's not a happy camper.
So, Alphonse better...
Oh, do you hide? Do you go back to hide? Or do you want to do a death?
Go back to hiding. I don't know where the fuck I'm going to hide from this bitch.
You could hop over the wall, effectively. Like, move it. Yeah, you'd have enough movement to go around and use the wall as a hiding spot if you want.
Can I hop down like into this wall here?
Drag your character and show me where you want to go. Yep, you've got the movement.
Let's do that.
Boop. And well, you could be one higher if you wanted. You had enough movement to hook around and hide there.
Let me get. Do I have to stealth roll?
Yep. Oh, it wasn't being burnt. It's being frozen. Frozen, actually. Alrighty, and wow, you're doing good. Direwolf 12 basically does his attack again on Alphonse.
He's trying to
Misses.
figure out where that
Alphonse gets the shield. Basically, he goes to bite the shield. Gong! He lets him chew on the shield a little bit, and nothing's happening. Kavina.
This guy seems nice and like playful. Maybe we should like keep him alive and have a pet.
No more pets. Right now, your entourage is 6 out of 6. Sorry, it's full.
I like to try
You have-
animal brings to the tarot.
Let's get rid of the bard and keep the wolf.
I second that motion.
Oh my god. He's playful. It's a thing trying to rip the other person's. Oh, look how playful he is. He just wants to play. My face, my face. He took my throat. Sorry. What are you doing, Kavina?
I'm gonna move and I'm gonna...
How do you move? You have an option. Are you like? I could almost picture your character starts to lose track as you're kind of just drifting. You're not.
I only have 4 hours of fly.
Ah.
And, like, every 12 hours of rest, I get.
Oh, yeah, that's
back,
true.
so I'm not wasting that.
Oh, okay, all right, that's
When
right.
I need to.
Right, but realistically, at this point, you've used what?
6 seconds, 12 seconds. Yeah.
Maybe 30 seconds
Yeah,
between the
totally.
last fight and this fight.
But when I was up in the air, I saw this wolf like start to attack them, so I'm gonna help
Yep.
real quick with that. I
Hey, Chad.
what I was doing. I'm gonna
And Dawn.
move my hunter's mark because
Yep.
that thing died.
Yep.
I'm gonna move it to this guy. Shoot him in the face. Oh.
Ooh.
You
Uh-oh.
just missed. It's okay. You just missed.
Yeah. No, the fumble didn't lead to anything else. Basically, you had one of the and the arrow just kind of flipped. Technically, the good side is the arrow's probably at your feet. So you know what I mean? It's like it went. Oh.
Pick the arrow back up
I was
and
like,
shoot.
can I pick it back up? And
Yeah,
use it?
that's the one you use for the next one. So untick the one tick.
I was like, crap. The next one. And shoot him again.
I
Yep.
don't think anyone actually saw you.
Shh.
No one saw it.
No,
one
it doesn't
saw
happen.
This never happened.
Hit. You drop it. You basically pop up. That arrow is that arrow should be. You should see if you can pull it out of the body and call it Wolf Slayer. It fell to the ground. It's like no. It's like that last bullet on those action movies. No, bang! Just in time.
And then I think I have a few more feet of
Yep.
movement. I think it was a 10.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll just keeping along the wall. I'm headed
Yep.
where wind was going.
Alrighty, guys. Harold the Bard is by the orc. He's got the orc bandaged. The orc seems like he's mobile. The orc he wasn't mobile before, but enough healing. The orc is now mobile. And Harold, being the last of initiative, is looking to the group of you guys, and what's happening on the map right now to the north of you, where you know that road is, there is about 24 hobgoblins, some of them archers, some of them shield-based, starting to make formations where the archers are being protected by the shield guys, and they're starting to move in box formation towards this area. Rabbit, you know there's 6 more hobgoblins, not archers, all shields and swords about to come out. Also, you hear a bell going off at one of the other little camps, and you start to hear more bells in that nice valley where over 100 some odd troops are. The bells are now starting to ring out. So, Harold's comment is, plans, anybody?
I mean, unless we want to go into the lake, I think we have to escape to the east and try and avoid all that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we can handle all
To
that.
the north, by the way, to the south is where the tents are. To the east,
I
west.
do need Lily to
No.
stand in the middle of this circle with the rod and make sure that that's not where we need to go down.
Alrighty. So effectively, he's asking that. We go to the top of the clock. Face Swilla effectively is shooting at a couple of hobgoblins coming from the north. Even though I don't have this on the map right now, she's basically doing some shots in at those people coming. She's holding her action to see what you do. So we get to you, Wind. Wind, your action now.
I'm going to holler all what I just said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we gotta get out of here, but it's...
Especially that Lily needs to stand in the middle of this circle and make sure that we don't need to go down there.
So do you want to move, or what? Are you holding your action?
The hobgoblins haven't come out, right? Which tent are they coming out of?
The hobgoblins will be coming out at the end of this tent, going into next initiative. Actually, no, they're supposed to be in this initiative. All the tents here, I'll just illustrate it for you, actually. As I forgot. It was at the top of this. NPCs. And bang. Oops.
The tents that are like next to me and shit. Oh wait, no,
There are no tents next to you.
I moved. They're no longer next to me. It's cool.
All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, anyone that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, anyone that does, how I'm able to put these encounters together compared to the other system. It's just really, really good.
So my question is, are they far enough out of the tent that I can hit them?
The ones on the path in front of you, yes. You probably can't get to 12 and 2. But these guys are coming out of the tents type of thing. So you can get...
So Magaza should come with me.
Mm-hmm.
Lily should see if we need to go down at that point, because I'm going to take out these guys. But if we have to go, we need to go. And
because next round, you've got another dozen, which is 12 units coming down from the south, from the north.
Right. So the bard and the orc should start heading this direction to the east.
At that point, the bard nods, kind of does a look to everyone else, as you seem to be taking the reins of leadership, Wind. But it should also be noticed, as you're saying this, Lily, you clearly hear, despite all the sounds of combat and the wind, you hear over the wind. You hear Wind's voice telling you, like, basically, exactly. He's like, "I need you to stand on that stone, clear, in onto, like, for some reason, when he's." No, but seriously though, it's something magical about the way his voice is carrying. You hear his order, and at the same time, everyone that was told something.
It's not really an order. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. More like
No, but you know what I mean? It basically, and that cloak is just billowing around him, and he has this very charismatic stance about him as he's quickly telling people, "We got to get that there," and you guys can hear him. It's a good idea. Your morale seems to be boosted. Even though you're not in a combat situation that would need that, but you feel...
I might actually hit shit from now on.
Exactly. So basically, again, the cloak is just floating around him. The haste is fading away, by the way. The haste is gone at this point. It just seems to come up and then drop down again. The haste does. It seems to almost be like an adrenaline kick that something happens to you, not a proper so many rounds.
Okay.
All right, so you're moving that way. And she's got her full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, what am I saying?
Maybe we should wait until I'm done killing things before we have her finish.
Well, basically, you start moving. She's already appeared in the shadows between the tent and the stone wall there. It's within her range.
Oh my gosh, I missed.
I
hit him. It's alright. Alright, guys, I hit him.
And he's down. Whew! That goodness, you hit him. We were a little concerned there, you know.
And I'm gonna carry on to this guy. And because I'm pretty sure I want at least 3 hits in.
So this is like the old samurai movies where he's got the little katana and he's just doing the wha wha wha, and people are coming out of the tents, dropping down dead, blood's just spraying up. Critical.
I hamstring him.
You hamstring him, yes.
I deadleg him, basically.
Yep. He's critical. Ooh.
Okay, I'll finish him off. Maybe.
It happens to the best of us. Oh, there we go.
To be fair, I did just wreck a lot of people.
There you go. All right.
Stand here. Does it give me an... Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
So it did that move, and that's it. She can't really do another move. Well, if she does another move, it'll be a move effectively. But you do see her come up to the move to your area there. Now, yeah, she won't be able to make it to the other guys. So, yeah. But that was it. So, Dog now looks towards... He's heard the message. So what Dog is doing is he is moving, and he's standing in a defensive position by this spot that was suggested that Lily had to go to. He also doesn't know where Lily went. He'll be honest. He lost her. She was right over there.
Should we give Lily a little cowbell?
No.
just something that Alfonso can hear.
Well, there is something called a shield golem, which wizards develop as bodyguards, and the shield golem is aware of their protected ward at all times. He's not as cool as a
So
shield.
what you're saying is we just need to get Alfonso to a high enough level that he has that bond with Lily.
Yes, exactly. Alrighty.
Cuddle me at night so we can build some bonding.
I may squish you. You're all fleshy and fatty and full of...
I mean, I cuddled the sword every night.
Alphonse just called you fat.
Alphonse
Well,
just
technically-
that.
At this point, he just pauses. He doesn't see the offense. Well, this is not a conversation that's happening right now. He may have said this earlier. He does... Well, you're just flesh, fat, muscle, bone,
Fat
blood.
bitch.
He just... It's just one of the components that makes you all squishy.
You
He's
call
not...
me fat?
Yes, you are part fat, and you're also part meaty and bony and...
That is like it's mostly like.
Does this have to do with your obsession with giant globs of fat at either side of a person's anus?
No, I was talking about up higher and on the other side.
Your obsession with asses? I'm just saying, it's just two
No,
globs
no,
of
this is
flesh surrounding an anus where you defecate from. How is that sexy? And why would you want to put anything in that?
I'm not saying the ass is sexy. I'm talking about the tatas. I'm not an ass girl. I am an ass girl.
Meanwhile, back to reality. Woo! Alright. Back to reality in a game. Alright. So, Lily, it's now your action.
Lily likes the boobicles.
Boobicles. Now, that does make sense. They do provide nourishment and food, so it makes sense that one would like them.
Oh my god.
But I cannot understand why one would want to put their face between them and go... Alright.
Oh god. This is what the future's like, guys. I don't know if I can get that far, but there I go.
You're just by it. By the way, as you get... You'll be able to go the 30, but you're not going to be standing on the stone. You will be standing just by it. You will see around this stone, there are broken metal implements. You see stone chisels that have snapped. You see different swords that have been jammed in and trying to pry. You see little crowbars. The metal part of the crowbar has actually bent a little bit on some of them, and they've tried to put strength, and nothing has been able to open this circular
Can I detect
lid.
magic on it?
As you start getting close to it, on its rock face, the type of runes that you saw on your rod start to come to light.
Uh-oh. Is there a button to push?
You've just shown up. You have to spend an
I have
action.
2 inspiration.
Yeah, got 2 inspirations.
Can I run a detect magic on it?
You don't need to. I'll save you it. It's magical. You know what I mean? Like it's starting. It's what type of magic you would need
How
the
much can I discern from it?
Arcana roll. Your action pulling out the rod, because technically it's still in your backpack, but this is still happening without
I'm
it.
whipping out my rod so hard right now.
Oh boy. 2.
Well, it's a good thing you can only do one or the other.
No, I'm allowing both, but this is the reason it's so bad. The roll. It's like it's definitely magical, and they are in draconic, like the runes on the stick here.
Do I not notice that there even exists? Did I all of a sudden just...
Oh no! Basically,
know
you.
this?
No. With a 12, with a 12, it's something written in draconic, and it's some sort of a seal or a bar, but you can't tell anything more with a quick glance. That's how, because it's a 12, right? 12 is still good, right? So, but you don't know enough. So,
better than me trying to hit shit. I do know Draconic though.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the language that's just like written on there. So it's some sort of a ward or a seal or something that you're.
I don't know what it says though.
Not at the quick glance, because all the words haven't fully come into play yet, and it's written in the magical language.
Really hard.
So it's like oobity doobity babbity bibbity bobbity boo kind of stuff is being what's said in Draconic. So because that's the official Draconic words for fireball, bibbity bobbity boo. That's no kidding.
I thought that was for God Fairy Mother making you a dress in a pumpkin carriage, but different world, guys.
Alrighty, so the commoner is up on his feet. You notice that he's handed him a dagger. He basically he's given the orc a dagger for now, so he's got something. The bard has, I should say. Hobgoblin number 5.
We're not done killing shit yet.
Good luck on that guy, Hobgoblin. We're all counting on you. Whew. All right.
Damn.
They all come really close.
Kavina, you basically have seen Alphonse go running to that disc. You've also seen Lily go to that disc, and as she got close to it, you actually saw the kind of bluish glow of something magical starting to happen to that piece of stone.
And
maybe your roll will be better than mine.
do I know that there are people coming from the north? Like the path that's coming?
Yes, they're not really sneaking. You can hear the clanking of armor, and they're basically, the 2 box formations. You've got 3 shields, 3 archers, 3 shields, 3 archers, and then another group of that. They're forming and yelling commands to get into, full right. They're giving quick. They're making a little militaristic box attack towards you guys. They're not sneaking at all. You are aware of the people popping out of the tents because you saw a visceral path of blood and gore just appear between the tents as Wind seems to be working his way down that. You haven't really seen that much except for a little bit of an intestine go flying up at one point. One of them arterial sprays of blood kind of just hit the tent on the other side. You know stuff's going on in that tent. You think he might have it under control. You're not too sure.
I feel like if Wind needed my help, he would yell,
"Oh
help."
Shit!
But if I know that people are coming from the north, I kind of feel like this circle is the hatch of Dead by Daylight. My last buddy's getting on the hook, so I'm gonna hang out right here.
I need to go get that
You're my last buddy getting on the hook. Or someone has the key and the rainbow map. We're good.
I love it. You're talking Diablo, right?
No, Dead by Daylight.
Oh, what was the rainbow thing in? I went there on Diablo one time and I was killing.
Oh.
Oh my god, that was so much fun destroying unicorns.
I haven't been there yet. But yeah, somebody's got a point burrito. I feel like Siren has the point burrito because she's holding the thingy and the thing's lighting up. So we gotta wait for somebody to get the key. We got this.
Bang, bang, bang. At this point, the bard's coming down, and actually the guy would have moved with him because his action was earlier. So together they came down, type of thing. Everyone's kind of okay. I hope you can open this now. It looks like this is what we have to do.
Me and Magaza are ready to run east. One's informed us of the new event.
Oh, I was gonna say someone's gotta yell. Hatch play. Hatch game.
Do you say that, Hatch? What'd you say, Hatch? What?
Hatch game. What do you call it? But I only moved. Is there a possibility that I could have yelled?
Yep.
In that direction.
Yep. All right, Wind.
Hatch
and stuff. With all this going on, your ear just kind of turns a little bit in her direction, and as if she was standing 5 feet away from you, you don't hear her yell. That would really hurt, actually. But you get it. Basically, it's clear. You got this clear path. You can hear what she said, as if she projected it to you, and all other noises went quiet around you. You feel the collar is nice and warm around you. Your cloak is still bellowing, but you heard her command, her words, over all the chaos.
Billy's rod. That's it. Billy's rod.
Oh my.
All right.
Guys. This is not the time to talk about my rod.
Alrighty. I'm going to use you guys to do. Alrighty. Alright, of course. Of course, let me just derp that off.
Why is a hobgoblin attacking this way?
This is representing the dozen arrows that are coming down. Half dozen arrows that are coming down. 2 hits. 1, 2.
Basewell is also using her longsword.
No, they're attacking her with bows, apparently.
The longsword shows up. Whoops. It's the same bonus. Keep getting... Because it keeps jumping up when I grab the dice to do it. 1, 2. Just 2 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Alright, so only 2 hit. So, yep, she's basically just standing there shooting the arrows, trying to make a distraction. Doesn't seem to be that hurt, so going on. Nagaza has anybody to play with. As she's still firing up at that group, basically doing a distraction on that part. And... Oh, Hobgoblin, how are you still... Oh, that's right, I'm going before he is. Alright, whap. Whap. 2 hits. She's going to see if he's dead first before she goes any further. Oh, he's dead on the first one. Well, that second one followed up as she just exceeded it. She just crushed his rib cage. Continues moving over to this guy and does 2 more attacks. That would have hit. And that would have hit. And he's dead. How come I'm just picturing like the 80s romance music's now playing? Power of love. Everything's in slow-mo. Wind's looking at her as visceral blood and chunks of flesh go flying, and she's just sitting there looking back, wiping a smear of blood across her face as she's holding another chunk of flesh from the guy's chest, dropping it to the ground. The power of love.
I mean, the first thing he did say to her was that she was beautiful. So...
This is the most romantic D&D game ever. This is gonna be the second time probably in a D&D game where 2 characters are gonna have the chance. Bump uglies.
Bump uglies.
I did not have relations with that man. We just cuddled.
You know, the last time I heard someone say something exactly like that.
I didn't mention anything about a cigar.
Lied.
No, I'm
Miss.
just saying I didn't sex him.
But at this point, you just see the hobgoblin come out. She just kind of parries and pushes the arm aside as it tries to attack. The other guy comes up to trying to attack her.
I hope this doesn't devalue her as a sexual being in your mind.
Why? Because she's capable?
Well, she
And
missed.
misses. She basically parries that aside too.
They missed, hitting her.
Oh, they missed.
Ding.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're both missing. Yeah. She's parrying and knocking the people aside. Your turn, Wind.
That hobgoblin persuaded her.
I'm moving.
Are you?
Yeah.
No.
Missed. Oh my gosh, I missed. You see, I'm distracted by her.
Very distracted.
You're watching that ass just working its way there, you know.
Wiggly eyebrows.
Oh my gosh, I missed again.
He's too distracted. She's got like blood dripping off her. He's like, he's doing a purr. He's just.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna miss everything.
She's just purring away. His tail's doing the nice little wag.
I kind of went.
You're so awesome. I will allow you to make a comment to her if you'd like.
That was amazing.
You just see her roll her eyes. Wow. All right, Alphonse is ready. At this point, Alphonse moves his position here, tells Falsella to fall back, as now Alphonse has got his shield ready, and he's getting ready to sit there as he starts smacking his mace on the shield, and he starts bellowing out at the archers, telling them how shitty a shot they are, and he starts taunting them. Lily.
I'm gonna investigate this thing stuff further.
You do have the rod. You can spend time to investigate, or you can do physical acts with the rod. Wow, that needs to be clarified.
Physical acts with the rod, or not that type of game?
Yeah, we might get banned on Twitch, so sorry. Yeah.
Episode has been
Take care, Chad. If you're still there, sorry.
Oh god, I almost died. Hold on, I need to breathe again.
That's what she said.
Can I run another Arcana or something? And maybe
You
not
can. That would be your action, though. You do an action to try and analyze this more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm actioning the hell out of this.
You got it.
So Arcana.
Yep.
She did better.
Did better. You notice that the glyphs are slightly raised off the stone. And as you're looking at one, there's 3 rings. And the rings seem to have a symbol for earth, air, water, fire on all 3 of the rings. And as you take a look at it, one of these little raised rings can move.
Well, I'm gonna look at my rod.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to match it up with what my rod says.
You got it, which was basically you've got storm, air, and earth. Sorry, storm, fire, and earth were the ones that you had on the rod.
Okay, are those lined up with what is on the thing?
Yep, it looks like it does.
Okay, and it has fire, and I don't have fire.
Oh no, it has all the elements. Basically, it does have the original. I think it was fire or air. I can't remember. I did have it written down.
I feel like it was fire.
Fire, yeah, it was fire. That's right. Storm, fire, and then because it was fires on the earth. Yeah.
Okay.
So the question is, where do you start? Is the innermost ring the smallest ring, the one that you make the storm, and then the fire will be the middle ring, and then the outer ring is the earth, or is it going to be earth, then fire, and then the storm being the outermost ring?
Have inspiration you can try both.
No, I got 2.
Yep.
So, which one's on the bottom on the rod again?
The bottom on the rod is earth.
Earth. I'm gonna make the bottom of the rod the same as the outside ring. So we're gonna.
Oh no, you can move these rings that are floating above the circular stone. You can actually they're glyphs, magical glyphs that are floating, and your hands can physically move these glyphs around. So basically, it looks like it wants you to line up.
Sounds like Skyrim's tunes.
Yeah, I think the outside ring coincides with the bottom ring on the rod. Is what I'm getting at.
No problem. And perception.
Oh fuck me! I have to roll for this. We're fucked.
And then we're gonna cut. We're gonna cut to the next person because the actions are still going. And so,
okay, guys, I have 2 inspiration.
16. As you start to move the outer ring, you just notice something slightly odd. The earth symbol is upside down on the outer ring. On your rod, you have basically got the earth symbol facing up, the fire symbol facing up, and you've got the storm symbol, well, facing down because the lightning's, zapping down. As you're sliding the outermost ring, the earth, where you're facing, is actually upside down.
Everyone's kind of around here, so I'm gonna confer with them for a bit, but should I reverse it?
Well, the question is, do you wish, all you've done is you've moved the earth into this one spot. And there is a spot where you see there's some mystical glyphs where it looks like you're supposed to line up the combination. So you've just moved the earth glyph, and that's all that you've done. We're going to move to the next person. which is the commoner. I ain't got a fucking clue. I've never seen that happen. I've heard legends of this. Wow, he's like talking this. No one has been able to shift this rock.
Oh, is it because I have the rod?
Yes, most Kavina. Kavina.
Oh, hi. Does Lily want my help?
I think she did make a comment. Yes, she did make a comment.
Okay, I think if it's upside down, that means that the Earth needs to be on the middle. Like the inside of the circle. And then have the fire, and then the storm on the outer ring. Maybe. If it's upside down. Maybe.
All right. So on your action, you can do something. Kavina, do you want to do anything else as well? Because you're able to do that quick call. You can do a perception. You can launch some arrows just as general deterrent to slow, because they seem to slow down and protect. And like basically, you shooting arrows, you might not hit them, but they're slowing down to they're just doing a small turtle into you guys effectively.
I'm not even gonna lie, the amount of check marks on my arrows gives me anxiety, even though I know I have like 500 more.
I will give you arrows if needed.
But Pi will be kind of tugging on your hair a little bit as he's pointing south. And basically you can see a disturbance with the amount of people that are moving up the hill towards your direction. And it seems to be at a forced march.
Okay, so I told Lily that. I see this. I'm gonna yell again to Win and be like, Win, we gotta go.
What?
Oh, God. He's not gonna notice shit but that ass.
Harold the Bard. Harold the Bard was like, he was going to say, I think and then Kavina, because she had the initiative, I think you should, and he just nods. Brilliant deduction, because the Bard came up with the same idea too. I love puzzles and riddles. They're my specialty.
Glad everyone agrees with my initial assumption.
But basically he agrees, and to back up her thing, he tells you that this is kind of a reversed image where you've got the earth as the centerpiece, and then you've got fire, and then you've got the skies above it. So that's the way he perceives it as well, so he agrees with Kavina's comment. And I'm done. Let's go. Face Swilla. She starts firing up there. And...
I mean, the Bard could heal up the Swale a little bit.
He can do... unfortunately, he's not at this point. At this point, he hasn't, because he's been worried about the puzzles. If she's gone, maybe they'll like me more. Sorry.
She's probably giving him the stink eye every 5 seconds.
More arrows are coming down. Oh, no. And a longsword. Some guy was desperate. Hey! And he hits himself. All right. That teaches you to throw longswords. All right.
It really does, doesn't it?
It does. But Alphonse, if you've noticed, has effectively helped split the amount of attacks coming in at her now.
Doesn't Alphonse have a +2?
He does. He's actually got a +3 because he's got the shield, but he can't do a parry on a non-melee attack.
All right.
It has to be a melee, unfortunately, for that +2. It has to be a melee parry with a weapon.
His parry is not as fancy as my parry.
No. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Alrighty. And also on this round, oops, that didn't happen. Right there on the map, you just see a weird purpley eyeball. Blink, blink, blink. It's just looking at all you guys. Blink, 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 blink.
I would like to scream loudly because eyeballs are scary.
You basically just have this ethereal-looking eyeball, and it starts looking around madly as it just falls.
Thoron just showed up, guys.
Nope.
It's a little purple eyeball. But
no, checked out.
you can do a willpower if you want to stop from a little screech. You know.
We
Will-
give it a
He wants to stop the screech.
Okay, then you can screech all you want as the eyeball just popped in.
No, I want to scream.
Yep.
I'm good. Like, eyeballs are freaky.
All right, and we're not too sure what's going on with that. And meanwhile, we also...
Eyeball. Nobody panic.
Nope.
Just an eyeball.
Just an eyeball.
Eyeballs are cool, right?
Bang. Whoa, what's that? I missed. That's because I don't miss.
Oh gosh, is she gonna start missing too?
Dead.
Because she was looking at me, being like, "You're ridiculous."
Da, 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 da. We're going to run a little bit over here, guys, but can you sense where the episode's going to end?
We're going in there. If I have to pry it open with my fingers.
Are you okay, Sheila Bobby? Are you, for just a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Or take
Cool,
the
cool.
eyeball with us.
That's
I had a sip of coffee. Good.
There's a little bit of energy going on in the game, right? Right?
For a little while.
And she hits the other one. Natural 20. Critical hit. All right. You know how she's been doing the punch, kick, rip, tear thing? This is literally... Wow! He's still around. What? Whoa, this is a tough one. With a critical. Oh. Hold on. I was going to have my... her cool moment was just stolen.
She gets one more attack.
Oh, I know. It's like, but that cool moment. No, there we go. Now, if this is it, she has to end that critical. Yes, she reaches in, kind of reaches. He's got that plate on his chest, so she goes where the armpit area is, smashes in. There's a lot of arterial blood. Boom, pulls out rib and bone, and just lets a chunk of his heart drop to the ground. And then just licks her fingers. Wind.
I'm gonna pick her up.
Okay. She tells you this is not the time or... Oh. Alright. And you...
Patience, woman.
As I'm screaming, "Wait! There's an apple!"
It's like changing of gears halfway through. His foot falls. Oh, look, there's a giant ethereal eyeball in front of you.
My question is,
Yep.
can I still attack the eyeball?
Why, go ahead.
But what if it's a good eyeball? I mean, it's
I
terrifying.
want to make this eyeball my friend.
No! There has to be like... You know how the dog, on the nose? No, Siren. No. No more. No.
I mean, what are the odds that this eyeball out of nowhere is our friend?
I want
Okay,
a pet
before I
eyeball,
attack the
and I'm not
eyeball,
gonna
I will
stop till I
ask-
get one.
I will ask.
Excuse me, sir. Do you want to be our
Guys,
forever friend?
If this is a good thing or a bad thing.
She sees the eyeball. Her immediate look is back to the camp. He tells you it's a Claire...
Bag punch her. No, and wink at her.
No, her comment is, it's a spotter. Some mages cost a spotter. Some sort of artillery is coming in on the spot.
Okay, so I don't need to punch her.
can
I
we,
am gonna
like-
swing at the eye.
Yep. Oh,
Get up.
as you go to swing at the eye, roll. You get... Oh, are your fists considered magic?
Yes, my fists are.
Then you will... Okay. Yep. But you attacked with your sword,
Right.
which is still considered magic.
Right.
It pops. No need to... you hit and it pops. It is...
I would suggest that we proceed as quickly as possible, as from my understanding, artillery is coming. I don't know what artillery is.
Actually, from a sieges do happen. Artillery is a term for ballistas, trebuchets, crossbows. But the idea of artillery,
the
it's made for
idea
castles.
That there's a ballista coming at us, but it's not a ballista, if you know what I mean.
GTFO is what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And...
Whatever that is in Tabaxi, guys. GTFO.
Alrighty. Actually, Tabaxi were the people that created that term.
Thank you, Alphonse.
We all know it's Any comment like that? Thank you, Alphonse. Alright, and at this point we are boiling down to, bottom of the thing. As Alphonse is getting himself into position. Lady, they are getting close. They might actually start doing some good damage with these bows.
I'm gonna heed my friend's advice, and I'm gonna reverse the order like we're all thinking
Yep.
we should, and I'm gonna slap these bitches in order as fast as I can.
Alright, you kind of slap them together. There's the blue kind of changes to this pristine white, and then the inner circle flips up like a little round wall. Then the other one flips up like a little round wall. And then the last one flips up and goes like a little round wall. And the middle one says 50. The other one says 25. And the other one says 10. And you're given a ball. No. You throw the ball.
I think I should handle this.
No, I'm kidding. All three of them make the little wall. And then like little shards of white light. It just goes. And then there's a... And then suddenly you see a pie shape of the stone push into itself, and then it pushes into another pie shape, and basically you see the circle breaking into small triangles, and each triangle is folding in on itself, and underneath it is a spiral staircase of stone that seems to follow the same spiral pattern down into darkness.
I run down without even thinking.
Everyone. At this point, you start to notice it gets a little overcast as you guys are starting to go. And you start to hear that whistling sound that you heard earlier, and the shadows seem to get darker in this area.
We should also see if we can close this thing behind us.
Agreed.
All right. As basically giant boulders start falling from the sky on your position.
Boulders?
Reflex save for all or nothing damage as these rocks come down.
Dude, I'm already in the hole.
Yes, I would argue you are the first one in because it's still on your initiative. Everyone else, your target number is 12, and you have to do a dexterity saving throw. No problem. What?
Oh, wow.
Kavina, you're a good.
I'm gonna inspiration that.
Okay.
I made it.
You made it.
Just.
Alphonse, okay?
Alright, give me 1 second.
Uh-oh. We might have lost our new friend.
Natural 20. Alright, the commoner is pushed down the hole, and Harold takes his place.
Oh, thank you, Harold.
Harold about to be smashed by a boulder.
It's cool. I mean, oh, Harold.
Oh, Harold.
I'm the one who fought so hard to keep him around. I should be sad.
I don't think I was ever loved! Squinch! Oh, the sadness is real. Alright.
What about... I mean, we could use an inspiration to save Harold.
You could?
Inspiration.
I'll say, you could use this, yeah.
Would it be an inspiration to save the commoner?
Yes, you would allow the commoner... No, it would give the commoner a reroll.
I believe that Harold's natural 20 saved the commoner.
Yeah.
But
He did get a natural 20, yeah.
That would be the Herald, but he can't re-roll.
No. So, yeah,
It's alright. We will tell stories of the honorable...
And if you had a bard, you could tell them better, but he died.
But here's the thing, I have an inspiration that's going to expire today.
Yep.
So...
That's one way to look. Well, Alphonse did fail. A big rock's about to hit Alphonse.
Save Alphonse!
I'll save Alphonse.
Everyone, oh hell no, not Alphonse! It's okay, you could just find another one. I'm just a defensive armored war gull.
Have you seen any other dogs around here?
Alphonse can re-roll. I used it in...
Yep. Doop. Ba-ding! Alright, Alphonse is good.
Alphonse! Get out the way!
Yay, Alphonse! Out the way! Yep. Face Swilla. That's it. I think everyone did. Gaza. Yeah, everyone did. So everyone did, and well, natural 20.
He just wanted us to have less characters in our party, so we can...
No, and you can still survive. It's only 4 die 8. So
only 4 die 8.
Yeah, it's only 4 die 8. 20 points of damage. Yeah, he's down to half his hit points, but hey,
He lived!
boom!
He didn't go home motherfucker.
Yep. And everyone is getting down this spiral staircase. You know how stone spiral staircases work? They've got that central piece. That central piece has got epic little runes and markings all written as a spiral scroll all the way down, and draconic style elements, like, you know, Celtic knotwork, how they got the draconic type of head, is all interworked on this spiral of the staircase that's going down.
My lady bit's very happy.
And as you're going down, you just notice there's a slight glow of little energies coming around. Is when you step on the ground, there's a little bit of a ripple that kind of comes out, and there's a kind of a little bit of electricity that kind of just pauses around the steps as you guys start to head down. How do you close this door above you? Everyone's now moving down the stairs, but there's no big closed door here lever.
Do we see anything on the inside of it to do?
At this point, the nice little scroll of stonework down the middle, there seems to be a section that rolls.
Roll it.
Alright, at this point you just see a glyph kind of show up, and it glows now. And the other two need to be rolled. They aren't elemental patterns. They're different animals now.
What are the animals?
The bottom row seems to be four-legged, kind of furry animals. The middle row seems to be lizard-like animals. And the top row seems to be flying animals.
That's simple then, I think. Flying will be at the top, two-legged animals, and then four-legged animals.
Lizards.
That's the rows, though. You've got a row of four-legged, different types of four-legged animals. You have different levels of two-legged animal, four-legged.
What are the dudes on the bottom?
The bottom are four-legged animals. Like there's lizards and furry things and all that, and then there's two-legged animals on the other one, and then above it are flying animals.
Gaza, do you have any idea?
Damn it, Jim, I'm a killer, not a...
I mean, I thought I'd check.
No, she hasn't got a clue. At this point, you hear more artillery strikes coming down. Only a natural 20 is going to get down this way.
I'm starting to play with them.
Oh, Jesus! I said only a natural 20 will come down the hole. Look what I just rolled.
I saw.
All right, guys. The last person down the hole...
That'd be me.
Would you have made yourself the last? Because Alphonse would have been... All right, you're the last. You're going to take damage either way. Dexterity of 12 again, half or nothing effectively, unless you've got the evasion ability.
I think I can do it later still.
Yeah, it's still later?
Yeah. Okay. Roll the damage.
19 points of damage. The rock shatters, and at this point, the glow on these glyphs fades. As you see chunks of being damaged, and a piece of it breaks down and starts to fall down. The nice little crisp glow you had on the stairs fades.
I guess it's time to go, guys.
Harold goes, "Oh, by the way, I think it would have been a four-legged lizard, a wyvern, and then a dragon."
I was fiddling with them the whole time.
I know, and he's like, you're fiddling. Oh, this looks a good combination.
You know what?
And then,
why don't you let her roll, and if she gets above a certain number or a natural 20, whichever you decide, and if she did, she managed to close the door just in time.
No.
All right, then.
But I can have her come up with the same conclusion that seems to be some sort of a pattern that was doing with beasts and similarities up the path between them to seal it, or something. But it's shattered and it broke, and right now the magic is gone, and that means other people can come down this corridor soon. And we leave our party as they go down into the depths of this unknown cavern. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. The last installment of the first book. And oh, for the record, Wind, your cloak has not gone back into its collar this entire time.
That does not surprise me. We're kind of surrounded by
Shit.
bad people that God damn, we need to name her something different. I'm never going to remember her name.
I just started calling her Gaz.
Magaza. I whisper that so she can't hear me. Which doesn't matter because That is true, but you know.
Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And as we now leave it here, alrighty. So next week will be the last chapter, and for those that need to catch up, there is a link down below to my YouTube and all the chapters. Thank you again for watching, and oops, let's get rid of that break. I don't think we're gonna have a break. Thank you very much, everyone, and I hope you guys all have a great night. All right. Take care. Oops. Whoops. And are we still live? Hello. Can everyone hear me? Oh, okay. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.